Okay, welcome to Old Games on a Weekday. I'm your host, as always, Mark W. And I'm going to continue my game of NETHACK, already in progress. I got far too excited last time. I got 2 wishes in the early game. And if you replay my last video, you can see me freaking out like an idiot. But this is exactly where we left it here. You can see the recent messages down at the bottom showing you may wish for an object. What do you wish for? An uncursed magic marker? Yeah, I decided to go with a magic marker, which isn't some grand piece of equipment like a super cool weapon or a magical artifact. But hello to Andy in the chat and Eric Johnson in the chat. Hey guys, thanks for joining. But yeah, magic marker, it's a great tool to have. Actually every wizard has like a 20% chance of starting with one, but I did not. And it'll let me, kind of by default, a magic marker lets you write scrolls and spell books. So usually when I play this game, I'm a hack and slash warrior type, and therefore the spell books are out of the picture. So it's kind of only useful for scrolls, as for example a samurai or a, I don't know, barbarian. And once you bring spell books into the picture, that's a whole other level of awesome to the magic marker. You just write them. Any spell book or scroll you just write with the magic marker. Now it has a limit of charges, but it can be a very powerful thing. But that's not all. Wizards have a special power when it comes to magic markers. Yes, they know how to write with a magic marker better than others. And the way that works is this here. Now, as always, I like to pull up the wiki from time to time because there's so much good information in there. But this is the special thing right here. Right here. Right here. Normally, you need to know, speaking a little bit loose here, normally you need to know what the thing is that you want to write. You have to have identified the scroll or spellbook already. But as a wizard, you have a pretty good chance of being able to write any spellbook or scroll, even if you don't know it, according to this table here. The thing is, you have to have a good luck score. But you can see these probabilities are pretty good compared to if you're a non-wizard, right? Look at this. So in other words, if I have, I'm not sure what my luck is right now because it's a hidden stat, but I suspect it's somewhere around here. And therefore I'd have like a 39% chance of writing just anything that I don't know. I've never seen a scroll of genocide before, but I could be like, da-da-da, and nuke every I don't know, whatever I hate. You know, typical targets are liches and mind flayers and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's kind of like a magic marker is awesome squared for a wizard. And that's the exciting thing going on. The thing is, I need to figure out what my luck even is, because again, it's a hidden stat. Last week we had a bonus to luck. I had a bonus to luck intrinsically because there was a full moon out in the real world. Actually, it pulls the moon phase from the real world calendar. If there's a new moon, you get a penalty to luck. If there's a full moon, you get a bonus. But also I did some, I did a lot of sacrificing to my god at his altar, and otherwise, not sure if anything else I did might have gained luck, but I suspect I'm kind of in that +2 to +4 range. It would be good to find out and also to build up my luck. And probably the single best way to build up your luck is by this one here. See, these are all the things you can do that adjust your luck. But this guy right here, if you throw an identified valuable gem at a co-aligned unicorn, you get a +5 to your luck, which is huge compared to pretty much everything else. Everything else is like a minor adjustment. There's a lot of negative ones. Actually, this is kind of a funny one. As a chaotic player, which I am, chaotic character, which you can see right up here, I can do some evil things that actually help my luck. I can sacrifice my own race at a chaotic altar and get plus two to my luck. Usually that's considered a naughty thing to do. It's not kosher to sacrifice. Like, I'm an elf, so I could sacrifice elves, and I would get plus 2 luck. That would be a great thing to do if I can find some elves. On a level that happens to have an altar. If you do overview here, you can see, yeah, there's an altar above me. That's my god, level 7. I'm on level 8 right now. Yeah. One of these levels has a square of water from a fountain that exploded or whatever. The pipes burst sometimes when you drink from a fountain or whatever the message is, and it becomes, kind of makes water appear. That would be good. That would be good to keep track of, but I forgot to take note. So I think it might be level 7 that has that water. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I want to get my luck up and then start writing stuff like crazy. And that water would be good because it would let me wipe out some scrolls that are garbage and spellbooks that are garbage. Right now, though, I have some good. Well, I have a lot of unidentified scrolls, and maybe I want to work on that. Sorry, I'm just kind of reacquainting myself with myself here. The magic marker can be charged by a scroll of charging, which I saw I have, which is good. I could always write more scrolls of charging, but if you wonder, hey, could you just like sort of infinitely write scrolls of charging and charge up your magic wand? The answer is no, because a magic marker can only be charged once. And the way it works, a blessed scroll of charging gives it the most boost, but it's still only a fraction of the whole. In other words, it's something like you get 80 charges. It doesn't mean 80 usages. There's a whole like formula to it. Like, the more letters you write, the more charges used. I think typically you use like 9 charges or thereabouts when writing a scroll. And it's always worth looking up all this information. Yeah, here's the whole chart about that. So here's spellbooks and scrolls. If I write, like, let's say a good one like enchant armor, that's going to cost 8 to 15 charges. It's random. So if the magic marker has something like 80 charges, which I don't know what it actually has, somewhere in that ballpark. It's generated with 30 to 99 charges. I don't know what it has. It might only have 30. And as you can see, if I only have, say, 60, then and I want to write an enchant weapon, that's going to use somewhere between like 1/6 to 1/4 of all my charges. So you can only write so many. And then if you charge it up with, this is where it talks about blessed charging. Yeah, if I use a blessed scroll of charging, it'll add 15 to 30 charges. So I don't know what it'll be. It'll be somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah, that's cool and all, but you got to be careful with the charges. One way I can begin to look at my luck is to, I think, zapping myself with this wand of probing will do that. Wand of probing, you just zap it at something, yourself or otherwise, and it will give you detailed info about whatever got zapped. You can zap yourself, and I think it'll tell you your luck score. Maybe that's a good thing to do. I mean, wand of probing is nice, but it's not like a critical thing I really need to save charges for. So I think it might be beneficial to just zap myself once with that. And let me just make sure it tells me about luck. I think it would. Let's see. Description. Reveal information about monsters and items in the path of its beam. Probed monsters will have their name, alignment level, HP, AC, and statuses shown along with their inventory. Hero zapping a wand themselves will reveal their HP stats, alignment record, and other stats similar to a stethoscope. That's right, a stethoscope is kind of like a wand of probing that you can use infinitely. But you have you have to be next to the thing you're applying it to, or if you apply it to yourself, there's no limit really. So maybe some monster's attacking you like an orc, and you start listening to it with a stethoscope to learn all of its traits. To the silly game, this NETHACK. I'm trying to just make sure it tells you about luck, though. That's like the only reason why I want to use it, and I see nothing telling me Nothing, I see nothing indicating that would actually tell you your luck. It tells you your alignment record. Hmm. Displays your experience level, HP, AC, an acute appraisal of your alignment record. Any of the following properties: being strangled, all this fun stuff, dying of illness. It might not actually tell you that. Now I know there's definitely. Maybe I shouldn't overanalyze this crap, but that's right. Sometimes Magic Bane gives me the probing effect, and I've seen that before. I've just attacked someone with Magic Bane, which is the weapon I have, by the way. I have this cool artifact, Athame, which is a ceremonial dagger. It's called Magic Bane. It has all kinds of cool random effects. It provides me with magic resistance. Yeah, it's a great weapon for a wizard to have. Anyway, focusing back on the luck thing. I'm like pretty positive when I read a scroll of enlightenment, it does tell me the luck. It'll say you were very lucky. The potion of enlightenment, or yeah, enlightenment tells you your luck. I guess that's different, but it seems to overlap very heavily, though. That's kind of a little bit annoying. All right, I don't know. I guess I could zap it at myself once for the fun of it. Let's just do it. It's possible I'm misunderstanding something, and using one charge of the Wand of Probing isn't gonna, hurt me much. It is about time that I start keeping a document on the side to take notes. So I'm gonna start a Google Doc, and I can paste the Wand of Probing results right in there. All right, let's see. Let's just do it. Let me see what's on this space. I'm a little bit paranoid. It's just me. All right, let's do it. Zap. You accidentally zapped the wrong wand and you're dead. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Will my Wand of Reflection make it bounce? I mean, not Wand of Reflection. My Silver Dragon Scale Mail gives me reflection. Now I'm afraid it's gonna make it bounce off. By the way, that was one of my wishes. I got Silver Dragon Scale Mail. As you can see here, Blessed, Greased, +2, Silver Dragon Scale Mail. So that obviously gives you a lot of armor class. It gave me a total of, I believe, 11, which in old school D&D you actually subtract. So yeah, I think I had a 9 and now I'm at -2. That's wonderful. Also, it doesn't interfere with spell casting. As a wizard, that's awesome. It's hard to get good armor. It doesn't interfere with spell casting. So that's a huge plus. And another huge plus is it provides reflection, which is one of the most important qualities you can get in the game. So I have magic resistance and reflection pretty early in the game. Those are two good things to have, basically. Reflection means any kind of ray that zaps you, like a sleep ray, a fire ray, a death ray, a magic missile. Just bounces off. That's it. You've probably seen, I think when Rob Bob played his last game, he died due to a death ray. Some random jerk zapped a wand of death, and that's like the most frustrating death in the game. Hey, Beanonymous. Wow, nice kit build-up, says Beanonymous. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it's going all right with you, Beanonymous. I'm just introducing the character who I started with last time. So this coarse mantlet is it's an unknown cloak that could be something good. My character has, again, the Athame named Magic Bane. That provides magic resistance. So I have kind of a redundant thing providing magic resistance. And therefore, I might want to shift out my cloak to something else. Probably I want to get ultimately a cloak of protection or possibly displacement, maybe invisibility. There's sort of another defensive quality in the game. Like we got magic resistance, reflection. Another one is magic cancellation, which I think is a little unfortunately named because it sounds a lot like magic resistance. But what magic cancellation does is it cancels, not really magic per se, it cancels special attacks like the slime eating you alive or things paralyzing, like a ghoul paralyzing you. So if you have a Cloak of Protection, it gives you what they call MC3, Magic Cancellation Level 3, which is the maximum. It's the only thing in the game that gives you MC3. Everything else that can give you Magic Cancellation only gives you 1 or 2. So I probably already have like 1, perhaps from this. I'm not really sure at the moment. So yeah, if I get it, I think I want to get that Cloak of Protection, but I'm trying to decide, can I even zap myself with this armor on? Does it count as a ray? And therefore, do I have to take off my armor, which would suck? It's always risky to do that kind of thing. It actually counts as a beam. Okay. Does reflection bounce off beams? Magical rays and raise and gaze attack. So I think beams are okay. Reflection does not protect against beams of any kind. Hooray! So I can zap myself. All right. So let's do it. All that talk and losing half the viewers, that's all right. Gotta take my time with NETHACK. That's how it works. Okay, we're gonna do zap. C to self. Oh, that's all it tells me? All right. Well, you can see down at the bottom. Yeah, it's the same kind of status it gives. It shows when you zap it on another person, or if my magic vein has the effect of probing. So that was kind of a waste. Because all that information is already visible, except maybe piously. That just means I have a good alignment for being chaotic. So yeah, that feels like a waste. But now I know. You know, it's amazing how sometimes I'm still learning things about this game. As long as I'm taking notes, though, I will write down that I'm piously chaotic, because I might as well. All right. That's 1 charge in the crapper. That's wasted. Otherwise, by the way, if you look at my stats, intelligence 19 is quite good. This was something I learned sort of midway last game, or reminded myself of, is that if you have intelligence above a certain threshold, you can cast spells without getting hungry. I was kind of playing with one arm tied behind my back, so to speak. Just so concerned about my hunger level initially. And then I was just browsing one of the wiki pages and reminded myself, oh yeah, I don't have a hunger penalty every time I cast a spell because I'm smart. You just expend power, and all power does is power spells, so you might as well use it. All right. Anyway, let's get moving and shaking here. I don't want any of that crap. Here's some money I think I threw in the ground before sitting on the throne. The throne was right here, by the way. That's what gave me the wish at the end of last game. Thong club, crude short sword, iron skull chest, crude dagger, empty broken chest, forest centaur corpse. All right, that's about it. One annoying thing was when I went into this room, there were 3 different. This was a throne room, which is just full of monsters, wall-to-wall monsters, and I'm able to handle them fine. It only did give me some trouble, but I survived it. And however, 3 of them drank a potion of gain level, and I was like, oh man, I could have just gotten those potions of gain level. Oh god. Something you can't see. It explodes. You're caught in a blast of kaleidoscopic light. You are freaked out. Great, I'm hallucinating. So I have the hallucination status right now, which kind of scrambles up every object and monster. So you got to take your time and be careful. Scrambles them only for your perception, right? They're not literally scrambled. But when you look at what's on the floor, they're all legit, like this. These are all, you can tell it looks legit. It's not like a random mess of nonsense. Or like a rotting hobbit corpse. Dagger, yeah. I am kind of, oh, that was my limit. All right. I am kind of collecting daggers for the purpose of, you know, they're good to have as a throwing weapon. But I'm at the point of where I have to make decisions about what to drop. Just checking out my skills. I'm skilled in dagger. Unfortunately, although there's a certain charm to starting with, keeping my starting weapon, it doesn't really do me any good. I don't plan on using that ever again, really. I'm all about daggers now, so I'm going to drop the blessed +1 quarterstaff. It's possible I could get a few bucks for it, but there's no store in sight. Okay, so I did that, and I'm no longer encumbered. Right. So I have a bunch of stuff, and there's an altar on the level above me, so I'm gonna test their cursed status, blessed, uncursed, cursed status by dropping them on that altar on the above floor. I just gotta take care here with these hallucinations. I don't know what this is. I don't recall if I have a pet anymore. I think I lost them. I think one of them died, and the other just disappeared. I have no idea what happened to them. Oh, good. Everything looks so boring now, as it says at the bottom. That's good. Is that an elf? Oh, he's peaceful, darn it. And there's the dog. I say peaceful, darn it, because I want to sacrifice him to my god upstairs. Because as we talked about, I'll get 2 luck as a chaotic weirdo. But you know what? I wonder if I'm allowed to murder him. I think I might be. He's peaceful. So it's a little tricky. You know, I'm not used to playing chaotic for some reason. I always kind of default to playing as a nice goody-goody. But it says you killing a peaceful human when you are not chaotic will give you -2 luck. And here it says killing a peaceful monster or something. Technically, this is not a human, so I don't know if that applies. But killing a peaceful monster sometimes. See note below. Killing a monster has a 50% chance of reducing luck by 1 point if it was peaceful but not tame when it died. Okay. Well, so it sounds like it would be a 50% chance of reducing luck. And then when I sacrifice it, I would just play get 2 luck. So it would be worth it. However, how do I get it up the stairs? It's going to be too heavy to carry upstairs, probably. That's how it works. All right, and here's a doggo. He's not mine, unfortunately. Do I have any, I do have 5 food rations, which is a good supply. I'm not sure if I want to use one on the dog, though. Here's another dog. And here is a bugbear. Oh, that's right. One of the bugbears drank a cursed potion of gain level, which makes you gain level because it's cursed. It has the effect of you rise up through the ceiling. The magic absorbing blade scares the bugbear. That's one good effect of magic bane. It can scare them. It can scare your opponents. So where's this altar? There it is. And there's the water square, which you can see right over here. I'm gonna mark that on the map because that can be important. It can be useful. Add water. Here's the homunculus bopping around being stupid. All right, let's drop everything of unknown blessed curse status, which is all of this. Black flash as a pair of walking shoes hits the altar. So the unknown walking shoes are cursed. The coarse mantlet is uncursed, so I can try it on and see what it does. Everything else is uncursed. Ah, I hate when that happens. So the scroll turns to dust as you pick it up. That's one of the risks of doing this with scrolls. So I don't know what this is at all. I just have to give it a question mark. Scroll label, it's however you say that. I just lost it basically. All right, well, let me try on this cloak, see what happens. Take off B and wear W. It did not improve my armor class. Meh. All right, and it had no other apparent effects. So, not sure what that could be offhand. All right, one thing to try would be experimenting with some scrolls. It's always dangerous when you don't know some of the bad ones. Like the fire one would be bad to get. Destroy armor would be bad to get. And sometimes I like to play it like I just put on some junky armor and then try reading a random scroll. That's one way to do it. But I also don't want my stuff to burn if it is a scroll of fire. So I could play it such that I drop all my stuff in a corner I mean, you don't need to drop all your stuff. Things that get damaged by it. The problem is I don't remember every single thing, so I wind up having to look it up. I think it's basically, well, I know potions boil and explode. That would be really bad. Don't want that to happen. Scrolls burn up, spellbooks burn up, and armor can get burnt and have, I think it has like a -1 penalty to its armor class bonus. I think the rest would be fine in the event of a fire. In the event of a fire. So maybe I'll do that. I'll just drop everything and test out these, not everything, drop all the things I mentioned and try these guys out. I don't know about all the armor types though. It might only be like certain kinds can get burnt. Like maybe not my silver dragon skin amount. So yeah, this kind of stuff, trying to look into this can be tedious sometimes, but it's usually very wise to do, knowing how these things actually work. All right, so explodes look how big of an area it explodes in if you read a scroll of fire. So you could actually, use it as a weapon. If it is blessed, it covers roughly 5.6 square radius. I don't know what that means. I guess 5 or 6. Cursed and uncursed scroll center the explosion on the reader. Right, let's get into this. Just really want to get into the effects. There are monks in NetHack, asks Arturo. Hey Arturo, how's it going? And yes, there are. I've played them before on stream, actually. I never had a good run with them on stream though. Yeah, I can make that my next goal if I win as a wizard. That's a big if. All right, so yeah, this is exactly the way I feel. The Scroll of Fire is one of many scroll types that make randomly read testing scrolls a bad idea. Yeah, that's the problem. Now it's making me more paranoid because the way it says it's one of many scroll types that make randomly retesting scrolls a bad idea. I mean, some of them are bad, but you can deal. Like Scroll of Punishment sucks, but eventually you get a remove curse. That just makes a ball and chain go around your ankle, which sucks, but it's not a game breaker or anything. I think I need to look up fire in general, unfortunately. I think a monk would sound appealing to Arturo if I'm getting what you're hinting at, Arturo. Or maybe you just think it's a surprise you didn't know that. All right, so here we go. Fire may burn up scrolls, potions, spellbooks, and globs of green slime in the defender's inventory. Passive fire damage may burn the attacker's weapon, burns away slime. That's right, you can actually save yourself if you're getting eaten by slime by reading that. Be anonymous as they usually shop sell price identification to rule out dangerous scrolls for reading. That's true, my problem is I haven't found a single damn shop the whole game so far. But maybe I ought to save it for that. Hey, I mean, I've got to find a shop sometime, right? By the way, I have passed by the stairs for the Gnomish Mines. I can go back up. It's usually on level, I think it's on levels 2 through 4. And so I've been going directly down into the main dungeon. That's true, Brad. Being honest, I haven't, I'm not under pressure to identify. I kind of just want to, because I don't have a lot of scrolls identified. I also want to, like, possibly see what I can turn into paper and write cool stuff with, because I have this magic marker. But it's a totally valid point that nothing's really pressuring me. So maybe I ought to just take it easy. And if I have the opportunity, go for it. But there's nothing really forcing me to. I have these lovely potions I could try quaffing. I guess I should save that for price IDing. All right, so let's do that. We're gonna go with price IDing. Now, what that means, by the way, for those who aren't following, is you can just offer to sell things at a store that you find, and based on the offered price, you can narrow down what kind of item it is. I'm going toe-to-toe with a crocodile here. Let me just verify I've got all my stuff. Okay, all right. I mean, I should just be force bolting a lot, but there is a dog on the other side. I don't want to kill the dog. I can also try identifying gems similarly. I think the shopkeeper is a jerk about that, actually. I think you want to start by engraving with it to see if they're soft or not. But I don't want to bother at the moment. Okay, I'm going down the dungeon. Now here's the elf I want to sacrifice, but he's unfortunately too peaceful. Let me think about this. What if I started with him? I melee him, make him mad. If he's next to me as an angry, hostile type, I think he would follow me upstairs if he's next to me. And therefore I can lead him over to the altar and to sacrifice in there and get my luck. So again, it would be a 50% chance of losing 1 luck for instigating, and then I gain 2 luck for sacrificing someone of the same race. I don't know. For some reason, I get a bad feeling about it. I guess I'm not good at being a chaotic person. I'm like, this contradicts all my NETHACK morality instincts. The big concern is I'm not 100% sure he'd follow me up the stairs. What do you guys think? Should I try it? Start in with him. He might also kick my butt. I mean, sometimes these elvish types aren't anything to sneeze at. I mean, I think I can handle him. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Arturo says try. Well, all right, let's do it. Oh god, what am I getting myself into here? All right, there we go. I'm gonna attack him. Okay, he wielded over short. I'm going up the stairs. He didn't follow me. Shoot. Go down. He stabs me. She stabs me. Go up. Didn't follow me. Damn it! Well, I might be able to drag its corpse up, but if I kill it down there, but it's gonna be heavy. I might not be able to carry it. What is this? A vortex of some sort? Fog cloud? I better clear that out. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't want to follow me. Alright, so I just had a 50% chance of losing luck that I can't really... I don't really have insight into whether that happened or not. So I'm just bopping around trying to heal up. I guess I'll just kill her down there and try to carry her up, but I think it's going to be too heavy for me. Alright, let's use some force bolts. Killed it. Much trouble lifting green elf corpse. See if I can climb up. Yeah, your load is too heavy to climb the stairs. Damn. Well, how about cannibalism? I'm so not used to playing as chaotic. I know I keep saying that. Let me see if cannibalism pays at all. In other words, should I eat this elf corpse if I can't do anything better with it? You know, it's good I tried. I will not do that again, probably. I'm not really sure what determines if they follow you up. It might be if they're a certain personality type. Chaotic advantages. There's no luck or... See, this is what's confusing to me. It's not technically a peaceful human. It says there is no luck or telepathy penalty for murdering peaceful humans. You lose an alignment record, however. You can sacrifice your own race at altars. Oh yeah, this is actually a bonus of it. Look at this. When you do, your god dispatches a peaceful, unique demon lord to the altar, making one less demon to fight in Gehenna. So in the end game, it's one less demon. It's just going to be peaceful and hang around the altar. Sacrificing your own race on a cross-aligned altar will convert it. Doesn't say anything about cannibalism. So I'm not going to... that sucks. If I had a way of just teleporting up a level, that would be good, but I don't. Oh well. There's a chance I could drop everything and carry it. I don't really want to do that. Alright, let's look into. I know I spent a lot of time in this wiki, but this is the way to do it, though. If you just do random stuff, you just lose. What I'm trying to look at is if I can get strained down to stressed, so one less level of encumbrance, will I then be able to go up the stairs? No, at stressed you cannot climb stairs or ladders. I'd have to get all the way down to burdened. Yeah, I don't think that would happen. If I had a bag of holding, I could put the corpse in the bag of holding. All right, whatever. It was a mistake. We'll just deal with it. Drop. Where's the corpse? Drop the green elf corpse. Here, this dog can. You know, why don't I throw it at this dog and maybe it'll become tame? Here, doggy, doggy. I don't know if I can throw it though. It's gonna be too heavy. Come next to me. Oh, let me drop it. There's a monster afoot. An iguana. An attack iguana. Come here, doggy. I want to throw this at you. Here we go. Throw Y. Oh, I didn't want to eat it. Elven leather helm might be good for now. Once again, I gain constitution. This is like the 4th time this game. Just from getting beaten up and healing up, that'll train your constitution. You feel tough. So that's up a point. Oh boy, here comes a raven or something. Vampire bat. Gotta focus on that before I do anything else. Let's force bolt it. Spell hits the vampire bat. Bolt it again. Hits it, it bites, misses. It gets a lot of attacks on me. You can see it only did 1 damage though. And I killed it. A vampire bat corpse. Ah. Can you eat these guys or are they poisonous? They don't convey any resistances if you eat them, and the corpse is poisonous to eat. All right, so that's not useful. I could sacrifice that just for the heck of it. It wouldn't like remove a demon lord from the world, but let's just try it. Yeah, 4-leaf clover at your feet. Does that mean you gain a luck? I mean, it seems like it would, but the whole sacrificing thing is complicated. If you look here, you can see 4-leaf clover at your feet. Your base luck has been increased and is non-negative. All right. That feels good, I guess. Doggy. All right. I was gonna try this elven helm. I have a cursed one. Let me just drop that. I should have identified whether it is cursed up when I was up here. Da. Oh, it's cursed as well. Look at that. All right, just drop it then. Wrong object. Drop cursed elven leather helm. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking I can either go up to the mines or keep going this way. The mines can be a little hard on a wizard. However, I do think I am stronger than the average early game wizard. There's going to be a ton of gnomes attacking me because I'm chaotic. If you're lawful, they leave you alone, and the dwarves too will give me, grief. But I think I can probably handle them all. I'll get a pile of gems while I'm there. I'll explore one more level down before I double back because I just feel like doing this for now. Scroll labeled Prarutini. That's another one. I have 3 of those. One nice thing about the Gnomish Mines is it's guaranteed to be a town with a lot of stores and stuff. A rope golem. Okay, let's just zap it. It's grabbing me. It's hurting me. Right. Oof. So the giant spider right here. If I force bolt, I'm good. I was actually carefully trying to see if I'm diagonal with the wood nymph, because if I kill the wood nymph, they're always carrying a mirror, and if you destroy a mirror, which will happen if you force pull a nymph holding a mirror, then your luck is penalized because breaking a mirror, bad luck, and all that stuff. Yeah, look, it's kind of hard being a Even with my awesome armor, look how beat up I get just for fighting a fighter. Okay, let's zap it some more. There we go. And then, oh, look at that, a pair of snow boots. That could be special. Giant spires are also poisonous, I believe. I mean, I'm pretty much 99% sure they are, but I'm looking things up again. They can that's the thing. If you eat it, you have a 1/3 chance of getting poison resistance. So sometimes it's worth it. I might need to remind myself how poison works. I don't know why I can't remember. I've been poisoned in a while. It's a damage type. I probably don't want to do this. I think it lowers your strength, right? That would suck. Until you get a restore ability. Oh, yeah, there's even a small chance of instant death. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, it's very nuanced. It's only poison from spiked pits, poisoned weapons, poisoned clouds, and poisonous attacks from monsters that have a chance of outright killing their victims. So I would be immune to that. But I could lose an attribute, like my strength might go down or whatever. No, I don't have any immediate way of dealing with it, so I'll pass. I'm just so tempted to go for the 1/3 chance, but I shouldn't. I'm still a fragile wizard, and I'm already. This is like a sanity check when I go toe to toe with a giant spider and I lose nearly half my hit points, even with my super armor and everything. Here's a paper golem. Oh, paper golems give me free paper. Only one. Well, that's something though. Anyway, I came back up to check if the snow boots might be cursed, because anytime you find some random boots like that, they could potentially have special effect, and they are uncursed, which is nice. Let's check on the paper. That's cursed. Oh, it's a cursed scroll. That's not necessarily bad though, because some cursed scrolls give you like an alternate effect that you can use to your benefit. So with my uncursed magic marker and the cursed unlabeled scroll, that will result in a cursed scroll of whatever I write. Anyway, let's try on the snow boots. I don't have any shoes on right now. Capital X. You feel yourself speed up. Boots of speed. Look at that. +0 pair of speed boots. Not bad. I mean, that's something that I considered when I was wishing before. All right. So, head up to the mines. Do I want to just do it? I'll do it. Kind of wish I had a dog on my side. I do have 5 food rations. I don't know. I'm just gonna go. Maybe I'll find a lovely dog. Maybe I'll find my dog. Where the heck did he go? All right, so I'm on dungeon level 6, which you can see in the right panel there, and the entrance to the gnomish mines should be on levels 2 through 4. This dog is biting me. This might be the time to do it. Like I have to at least make him not attack me. The way I can do it is if I throw in a vegetable like the sprig of wolfsbane, it won't eat it, but he'll stop biting me. If I give it some delicious meat like the food ration, he's mine. I guess 5 food rations is pretty good for the time being. I'll throw him a food ration. All right, I got a dog again. Let's name him something. Here's our tame dog named Leoncito. All right, I got a dog again. Ah, leprechaun is confused. Kill it. Oh, they resist my spell because they have magic resistance. Look at that. I zapped him with force bolt, but he resisted. But I have just leveled up in attack spells. That's pretty awesome. I'm now skilled in attack spells. I'll just stab it with magic bane. It killed the leprechaun. Hooray. Come on, doggy. It does feel good having a doggy, especially if you're a squishy type. Some people actually actively hate having any pets. They're like, nope, don't want pets. But you know what? This guy helped protect me. I had a pony at one point, but he died. All right, there's another leprechaun. And a hobgoblin. I think I remember this big melee. I was like concerned before. It was challenging. Let's eat this hobgoblin because they're delicious. Everyone loves a hobgoblin for lunch. Cursed Scroll of Amnesia. I think I just intentionally dropped that because I don't even want to deal with accidentally reading it. There's even a remote chance. Yeah, kill that leprechaun. All right. Well, it could be good for blanking though. Ugh. Now that I'm considering writing scrolls, it could be good. I'll pick it up. Okay, so we're on level 5 of the dungeon. Where's the doggy? Let's head up the stairs, doggy. Wherever you might be. Gecko. Just ate the gecko, and now I'm satiated. Kobold Lord. Leaving some potions. Sorry, fountains. Alright, I don't know where my dog went. But here's the stairs, so now I have to... Another leprechaun. What's with these leprechauns? They're everywhere. Leprechaun reads the scroll of create monster. It made this rat appear. Giant rat. Kill the leprechaun. Kill the giant rat. I could eat it and get teleportitis. I always have to debate this. Do I want that? I don't know. I feel like without teleport control, it's just a pain. I'll wait until I have teleport control before I try that nonsense. So for those who don't know, if you get teleportitis, as they call it, you just randomly teleport at unknown times to random locations. It can actually save you, but more often it's just a pain. And it can get you into trouble too, as you might expect. I don't think it ever like teleports you in the middle of lava or something like that, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Hey, come on, dog, follow me. Oh, do I have a leash? I do not. I do have a whistle. Keep using my whistle. Come on, doggy. Oh, floating eye. I don't think I have telepathy yet, so let's kill the eye. I zapped it with Force Bolt. Zapped it. It missed that time. Killed it. It did not leave a corpse. Only a scroll of create monster. Go figure. Come here, doggo. What are you doing? This dog is like not really following me much. Let me try chatting with him. He might be like messed up or something. Yips. I guess he's fine. Okay, so now we're looking for... Alright, I'm just ringing a bell. I think I booked my butt down the stairs because I was afraid of the giant bat at the time. That's how weak I was. But now I'm back. And once again, there's leprechauns everywhere. I don't know what's happening. Stole money from me, so now I got 100 down. Get my money back. And I need to try to find those stairs to the gnomish mines, which might be on this level. Here's a locked chest. At the time, I was like, oh, I don't want to bash it with my quarterstaff. But I can force it with my Athamaine Magic Bane. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, got 2 spell books. I'm going to be, burdened now. So I might need to assess what I want to drop. Right. All right, so one way to play is I could start using things like potions. Another way to drop this crap like cursed pair of walking shoes. That'll be a good start. The hooded cloak isn't really doing me any good. That's just a +0 cloak, and I have a better one. +0 coarse mantlet. What could that even be, though? Could that be something special that I tried it on and it didn't give me any armor class, nor did it say any special message, but of course, mantlet is just an orcish cloak, so it's just crap. Okay. All right, so now I have my armor selection trimmed down to 3 good things. All these spell books, yeah, I mean they're heavy. Potions are heavy. I mean, all these daggers are surprisingly heavy too. Once you try to accumulate a stack of daggers like this, it can really slow you down. I mean, those have a use though. They have dagger skill and I can throw them. If I stab people enough with Magic Bane, I train up dagger, which also applies to throwing daggers. So that's good. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to start using some scrolls, perhaps, just to Reduce the weight. I gotta keep remember, if I get a scroll of fire, that's gonna suck. If I get scroll of fire, that's gonna suck. And Be Anonymous says it's a pain. I always feel it makes you hungry faster. Oh, the teleportitis, is it? All right, I keep like scrolling through everything. I'm like, what do I want to just chuck here? I don't have any clear answers. Let's try drinking a potion or two. Bottoms up. I'm drinking the brilliant blue potion. Oh, good. I'm confused. That was a sarcastic. Oh, good. Well, I got that identified now. That's confused now. Okay. Potions are very heavy, by the way, so they're a good thing to try to get rid of. Let's drink the swirly potion. You detect the presence of monsters. All we have on the whole level are me, my dog, and the leprechaun. That should be the name of like a ridiculous fantasy themed comedy, maybe. I don't know. Me, the dog, and the leprechaun. Maybe not even fantasy themed. It could be just St. Patrick's. Me, the dog, and the leprechaun. I'm just being stupid. Let's read the uncursed yellow potion. A cloud of darkness falls upon his blindness. All right, so I identified some crap potions in a pretty safe environment, so it's not the worst thing. And I actually am telepathic already. You can see I am blind and I see that leprechaun. When I killed that floating eye a moment ago, I thought I was not telepathic, so I was kind of lamenting not having gotten a corpse from it. But also I am not. Oh, when I drank the potion of confusion, I stopped being encumbered, so I'm already good regarding that. All right, so that wasn't too bad. There's a pit right there. Oh, that corpse might have been my former dog or something. There was like a white colored corpse there. Looks like a random gnome has spawned. What that's worth. A gnome lord. Shouldn't cause me trouble. It's shooting things at me though. It misses your head. Let me just step up here. What are the daggers? Crossbow bolts. That's shooting a crossbow at me. Got it. Let's eat him. Eat him up. Hold on. There's a leprechaun coming. You killed the leprechaun. All right, my money's back in my possession. What's this wand here? A wand. I can't see what it is because I'm blind. You know, when I'm unblind, I should try reading the spell books. One of the benefits of being a wizard is if the spell book is too difficult to comprehend because it's above your level, it'll give you a warning rather than just giving you a negative effect, which will happen to any other character class. So as a wizard, I can pretty safely read the spell books. I think it's wise to just identify that they're not cursed first, though. This might mean I have a trip back down to the altar 3 levels down. I mean, you can just run and do that quickly. Doesn't take too long. But let me do that. I won't even try to lead my dog over. I'll just sprint. I'm caught in a bear trap. I love how... Imagine if you got caught in a bear trap in real life. How horrible that would be. How you might be crippled for life. In this game, it's a few turns of rest needed. All right, so we're just running down to get cursed status identified. I noticed there's a nymph here now, a water nymph. Another thing just spawned. Was it a dwarf? Yeah. It's gonna attack me because I'm chaotic, probably. Doesn't seem in a rush to attack me. There we go. Let's force bolt him. Hits him, then he resists. It hit him and he resists, huh? I guess it says both when they resist. It physically struck him, but he resists. Let's try again. Resisted again. All right, fine. Magic Bane, one shot. Boom. Forget the magic, just stabby, stabby. All right, I got leveled up in dagger. Now I am most skilled in dagger. Cool, I am good at stabby, stabby, as well as throwing daggers. I'm expert level. And once again, I could get teleportitis, but I'm going to refrain. I want to get another dagger. I feel like I'm good with daggers. I'm going to get... It's encumbrance trouble with that. They weigh a lot once you have a stack of them. But for now, I'll stick to what I got. I might want to just chuck them more often. I got an unknown scroll. I can't see what it is because I'm still blind. Here is a piercer of some sort. A rock piercer hiding on the ceiling. Let's kill it. I can eat that, no problem. Okay, what is it? One more level till the altar. Might seem silly doing this, but it is so good to know the status of these things. Oh, we got a horde of ants coming. Got to be careful. Let's force bolt them. They're all in a row. I'm not sure if the force bolt will reach the second one, but let's just try it. Boom, we killed the first one. That's all that matters for now. Boom, killed the second. Nice. Giant ant corpse and a stethoscope. We were just talking about those. I'll eat the ant. That was Dr. Ant. I just killed an insect doctor. Oh, look at that. It's an ogre. That might be I think I can probably handle it, but okay, it's peaceful because I'm chaotic. We're both evil bros together. I mean, I got a little bit of a panic for a moment. I was like, I don't know if I can handle an ogre. Here we have another vampire bat. No, a raven. Well, I'm already blind. What they do is they claw your face and blind you, which sounds horrible, but it's a temporary blindness. Okay, the raven corpse, I can sack it. I will bring it over to the altar to sacrifice it. That's what I mean by sacking it. I got another artifact! Something lands at your feet. The voice of Anhur booms. Use my gift wisely. And I can't see what it is because I'm blind. No, I can't see. It's a silver saber. Oh, it must be Grey Swan Deer. Oh, my goodness. That might be good to have as a secondary weapon for fighting demons later, because silver affects demons. However, as a wizard, I am unskilled in saber. So I would kind of suck hitting with it. Well, I'd have to crunch numbers to see if it's worth it. But another question is, can I level up in saber? And do I want to? Because you only have a certain number of skill slots altogether. As you level up, you get more max skill slots. And I've already applied 2 of them to dagger. So I'm not sure if it's wise as a wizard to keep putting it into weapons. But let me see if I can even level up saber. I'm not sure. Looks like I cannot. Yeah, so I'm always going to be unskilled with saber. It might be worth having for demons anyway, but I don't want to carry it around for now. I think I might just stash it here. And I'll just make sure I use annotate to write it down. So if I ever feel like maybe I'm approaching the end game, I might just come back up here and grab the silver saber, maybe enchant the heck out of it and stuff. Still not sure if that's worth it, but maybe. Anyway, right now I just want to be able to see it, but I'm blind, just to confirm that it's what I think it is. I don't think I can think of anything else that it could possibly be. I think that's the only artifact silver saber. But I guess I'll just come back to it when I'm no longer blind. Sprig of Wolfsbane, sure, I'll take that. I guess I might as well. Should I name it? I don't know. I'll just annotate. Yeah, you're right. Anonymous says, if I recall correctly, silver saber is heavy with respect to weight and burden. It's definitely heavy for me. I mean, I'm kind of on the borderline already, so any, fairly heavy object will take me over. It weighs 40, which isn't really that bad. It's about as much as a single potion, I think. Let me just check. Where's the weight? Oh, the potions are a weight of 20, so it's like 2 potions. Yeah, I don't want to lug that around if it's not really going to be useful for the foreseeable future. But I will annotate has water and a little thing called Grey Swan Deer. Is there any other silver saber artifact? Might be worth a look up. Oh, it could be Werebane. Werebane is another one. Would that be worth it? Probably everything I said before still applies, except replace demons with lycanthropes, which would probably I mean, those don't usually cause you much trouble anyway, so that there'd like be even less of an argument to have it if it is Werbane. Anyway, I'll just leave that note there, and if you know, because what am I gonna do? I guess I could say has water and Gray Swan Deer or Werbane because I don't know which. I feel like you often get Gray Swan Deer as a sacrifice thing though. However, yeah, Gray Swan Deer, however, is lawful aligned. I don't think I would get a lawful aligned object as a chaotic person. So I think it must be Werbane, but I'll just leave that annotation anyway because I'm not sure. All right, so let's head back up. There's a floating eye that appeared. You can see again, hooray. Oh shoot, I forgot to the reason I went down there in the first place was to drop the spell books and see if they're cursed. Alright, well now I can see if it's Gray Swansea or Werbane, just as long as I'm going back down again anyway. At least it doesn't take too long to run around like this. Alright, what is it? Oh, get out of the way, homunculus. It is Werbane. Look at that. As water and Werbane. Okay, now let's drop those things. Again, the scrolls can be risky, but I'll just do it anyway. Scroll of teleportation is cursed. The spellbooks are uncursed. Alright. Sweet. Giant beetle. I will sack it. Sacrifice is consumed in a burst of flame. You have a feeling of reconciliation. Let's forget what that one means. It almost sounds like I was doing bad things, but now we've reconciled. What that means is actually, if your prayer timeout is 0 and you are hallucinating, no, otherwise you have a feeling of reconciliation. Which means what exactly? So this first column is something is 0 or greater. Alignment 0 or greater. Anger is none. The God's not angry at me. Prayer timeout is greater than 0. It decreases your prayer timeout. Okay, I see. And you gain luck depending on whether your prayer timeout is not 0. So confusing. Okay, so I think my... Oh. This is only if you're like negative or 0. It doesn't matter, I think. All right. So, what are we doing now? Like, we can read these spell books. Let me head back to my doggo. I'll feel better once I reunite with Leoncito. Hello, zombie. Old zombie. Didn't stand a chance. What's the crap that's here again? Probably junk. Yeah. A hooded cloak. That's the thing that's always pretty much garbage, right? Let me just confirm that. Yeah, that's just a dwarvish cloak that's pretty garbage. Does not even give you an AC point. Alright. This is dungeon level 4, and I believe it's where I parted with the doggo. Here he is. Hello, doggo. How you doing, doggo? Let's chat with him. Yips. Yip. So there could be the other staircase somewhere on this level. Maybe it's worth searching a little bit. Or we can just go up again. It doesn't seem like there's another staircase. What about this square here? What's the way you can, like, type the words? No. Something else. Something by symbol, right? Isn't there a symbol or a name? Where's the staircase? Doesn't tell you where with it. There's a way to check where they are. Like, you would highlight it. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm not sure if this space here might have stairs underneath it. It does not. I don't know why I had a suspicion about that, but I was wrong. Yeah, I think we should just head up. Come on, doggo. High whistling sound. Come on. Where are you? Come here. He's trying to go through the wall. Ah, snake appeared. Where'd you come from? I'm too fast for him with my boots of speed. I hate that there's two traps there blocking the way. Shoot, I don't want to break my wand of probing. How can I clear a path for that there? I can either dig through the wall or disarm the trap. I don't think I can disarm very well. How do you even disarm? I think you need to... Do you need to be a rogue or something? I don't know. Something I rarely do. It's an untrap command. Okay. Yeah, you can untrap bear traps. That's one of them. I'll try my hand at it. Why the heck not? What could go wrong? Whoops. Bear trap closes on your foot. All right. Finally wriggle free. Let's try it again. Untrap to the right. Yeah, you disarmed the bear trap. See here, a bear trap. I can carry it and put it somewhere else. Okay, doggo, you want to come through now? God, where is he? This is why dogs suck in a way. Or pets suck in a way. But they can save you good sometimes. Come on. This way. This way. No, this way. Fly the whistle. Excuse me. No, no, come up. Thank you. Hello, rat. Rock mole. He's eating the rock mole corpse. Oh, get back here. Fly the whistle. What's the repeat thing? Because when I hit A capital C to use my whistle repeatedly, sometimes I accidentally do A lowercase c. And that means break my wand of probing, which I don't want to do. So there is a way to repeat. Just like, you know, what you would think, like Control R or something. No, Control R is redraw. It's not lowercase r or uppercase r. Is there a repeat? Don't see it. Come on, come on. Thank you. Okay, there is the other down staircase to the left. We're gonna head into those gnomish mines. Come on, Leoncito. I'm beginning to be hungry. Yeah, all this running around and waiting. All right, here we are in the mines. There's a lot of delicious gnomes to eat in the mines. Oh, that's why I'm not eating yet. Here come some of them now. They're not leaving corpses. Come on, guys, I'm hungry. There's one. Yummy, yummy. Do, 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 do. Eat some more. Getting attacked by another one while I'm eating his brethren. All right, a pair of jungle boots might be another one to check out. And a balsa wand. Now I'm at burden point again. Yeah, I gotta start managing encumbrance now. I might just drop some of the daggers because I'm not using them heavily yet. I keep thinking maybe I should start doing that actually. But well, how many can I drop to be unencumbered? Let's try dropping 3 to start. What is it? Capital G, drop 3. Capital G. All right. What if I pick up one of them? Or drop, try just 2. Drop. That was good enough. I'll just leave it at that. I should put them in my quiver. How do you do that? Gotta be careful I don't quit the game. Quiver is a capital Q. That means they're ready to be thrown. All right, so now they're at the ready. Try to do it more. It would be good to have a light. Do I have any lights? I have a candle. It's going to burn out quick, but what the heck? Let's just do it. Candle burns brightly. Just a single candle. There's a lot of traps in the gnomish mine, so I should search once in a while as well. And a lot of gems, too. Woohoo. Most of them are crap, of course. Oh, here comes one of those dungeon cows, the Rodays. I think it's a dungeon cow. Yep. Let's kill the dungeon cow. What you gotta say, Arturo? Arturo said gnomes are a small snack. You still owe Leoncito a good meal. Well, I just found a dungeon cow to eat. However, I am eating that because I got hungry. And I found a food ration. And here we go with the encumbrance again, though. I don't know. Maybe I should just burn through some scrolls. This is what paralyzes me most in this game. Like, oh, I gotta. Oh, you know, I meant to read these spell books. That doesn't really help with the encumbrance. But okay, I'm getting shot. Let's drop something. I'll throw daggers at the Hobbit. We'll have a throwing dagger exchange. However, he didn't really hold up his end of the game here. He died too quickly. More food rush. I love having a huge supply of food rations, but the problem is, yeah, too slow. My knapsack cannot accommodate any more items also. Now it's getting to the point where I need bags. Oh, well, shoot. Can I combine some of the gems? Probably not. Probably different types. Well, if I could identify some gems, I could rule out some worthless ones. Let's deal with these gnomes. I will eat this gnome corpse. Leoncito will get some gnomes to eat in a bit. You know, he can eat this egg right now. Here, eat that egg, Leoncito. Leoncito eats an egg. See, there you go. Are you happy, Leoncito? Right. I think I pretty much want to clear this level before I start reading the spellbook. Found a magic trap, a human corpse. Interesting. Oh, a bear trap. More daggers. Am I diagonally lined up with this dwarf? I think it shot something at me. It can be hard to tell sometimes. You gotta like draw the line like this. Yeah, there he is. Let's throw daggers back at him while the bear trap is closed on our foot. Fire! Fire! Yeah, I killed him. Leoncito's running over to eat that dwarf. He's totally eating that. Let's chat. Leoncito is eating noisily. Yeah, he's... Oh, you're momentarily blinded by a flash of light. Hear a deafening roar. That is a trap that summons a bunch of stuff. I think it's a... Is that a magic trap? Hold on, let me just check it out. I'm blind. I'm deaf. You can see on the right. Deafening roar means I'm deaf, right? Yeah. And it makes monsters too. At least it seemed to only make a single dwarf near me, I think. The problem is I'm going by my telepathy, which doesn't show you creatures that don't have a brain. So there could be some brainless stuff around. Yeah, I gotta deal with the encumbrance. I shouldn't run around burdens. Let me just kill this dwarf. All right, I guess I'll eat him. Leoncito got to eat his own dwarf. Once again, I've increased Constitution. I think I climbed from 9 to 14 just by getting from as far as I can tell, getting beaten up a lot and then healing back. And here's a dwarf zombie. We don't want to eat that. Nobody wants to eat a dwarf zombie. I'm still not satiated. I could eat another. I'm so hungry I could eat another dwarf. Still not satiated. How many dwarfs can I eat? All right. Gotta deal with equipment. All right, so this is painful, but I guess I don't need 7 food rations. I mean, I'm always so paranoid about food consumption that I like to hoard rations, but you know, I can always drop them. And the way I deal with my like countering my pack rat tendencies is I annotate on the map so I know things are dropped here. So I think dropping 2 food rations would be plenty. Having 5 on me basically would be plenty. That's the idea. Of course, the dog's probably gonna eat them, but whatever. I'm already unencumbered from that. Maybe I can drop just 1. Yeah, all right, I'll let the dog eat it then. Go eat it. You can hear again. That's nice. Unfortunately, they're in different slots. I'm still having this knapsack is full issue. All right, let's deal with some stuff. Let us try doing the engraving trick with gems, and I can probably narrow down some of them being garbage that way. So what you do is, depending on the color and the message, it indicates soft or hard. You can narrow down what it is. So let's just start with whatever's first in my gem list. A is an uncursed gem. What do you want to write in the dust here? Elbereth, why not? Okay, if you write, it depends on the message. The message indicates the hardness, right? So it's soft. So it's a soft red gem. And all the, okay, so many red gems it can be. But among the soft ones, yeah, it could be any of these 3. So it's either garnet, jasper, or red glass. We don't know which one. Okay, but I'll just mark it as soft. Hang on a second. I'll name it the type, I guess. The type of an object in the inventory. A is soft. Okay. Oh, I need to... It wipes out the fact that it's red when I call it that. So let's call it red and soft. Okay, moving on along. Let's go with R, which is a green gem. We're writing in the dust again, so it is soft as well. What was it? N? R. Green and soft. And if we look over here again, we can see green and soft. All right, unfortunately, I'm not sure if it actually decisively narrows down something as glass ever. So it could be jade, worthless green glass, or turquoise, or fluorite stone, because fluorite stone apparently shows up as one of these 4 at random, I think. Okay, so moving on along, let's go to S, which is 2 uncursed white gems. Writing in the dust, some garbage. All right, so we have soft and white, like me. Right. So, and back at the chart, we see white gems. Oh, I lost my browser. Dilithium crystal. Nope, that's... Oh, that could, it could be that. Probably not, though. It's probably opal or worthless glass. Keep it going. Capital A is yellow gems. Writing in the dust again. So capital A is yellow and soft. Next one, violet gems, capital D. Again, it's soft. So capital D is violet and soft. Two red gems, capital J. Oh, you engrave in the floor. They are hard red. It looks like the only hard red is a ruby. Oh, look at that. Something valuable. Yeah, so we can name that as Ruby. Cool. Ruby was here. We'll write in the ground. Now, one nice thing is I can actually, because I identified it that way, it's not as good as a real identification, but for luck purposes, I can throw it at a unicorn, and I think I'll get 2 luck from it. If it is considered valuable, I have to check the criteria for that. I think it should be. All right, let's check capital K, which is a yellow gem. You cannot wipe out... Oh, I engraved it with the ruby, so I can't... That's in there for good now, basically. I can't mess it up. Ruby was here. All right. Let's write with capital K, yellow gem. That is soft as well. Capital K, yellow, and soft. I think I have 2 yellows and soft of different type now. Yeah, this one and this one. And if you look, that means one of them is well, all the yellow gems are soft, so it doesn't narrow it down. But one of them must have some value to it. One of them is citrine or chrysoberyl. How do you say it? Chrysoberyl. So I have one of those good ones, and glass is what I guess the other one is. They could technically both be the good ones. Usually the glass is so much more common, especially early on, that you, if you have to bet, you probably have that. Yeah, the violet gems are soft. Capital P. Excuse me. Another way to do it is if you have like 7, let's say you have 7 soft gems of a color and one of another, one of the same color, but it's different kind, then probably the 7 is the worthless glass because they're so much more common. So now I have 2 kinds of violet and soft. So okay, look at that. So one of them is definitely amethyst and one is definitely glass. So if I can narrow down what one of them is, I will know what the other is by process of elimination. This one's red and soft too. Problem is it wants to put them in separate slots because slots in my inventory because I've identified this as uncursed, and therefore it doesn't want to combine them because the one on the ground I don't know if it's cursed or not, so I don't know. Wait, but if it's ruby, if I identified ruby, is the other one automatically garbage? No, it's not. It could be garnet or jasper as well. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that on the ground for now, I guess. I don't really know what else to do. Okay, I wanted to read spell books, and I'm not blind, I'm not deaf, so let's do it. I want the dog near me, just in case, but I think because I'm a wizard, it should give me warnings. Okay, let's read capital N. You add healing to your repertoire. Look at that, I got healing. Isn't that a clerical spell? I thought I had no healing skill as a wizard. Let's check it out real quick. Oh, healing is the whole category. Not under clerical. But can I get healing skill? Oh, apparently I can cast it with 0% failure rate, so that sounds pretty good. But if you look at my skills here, yeah, look at that. I'm unskilled right now. Oh, wait, hold on. How does this work? If you look at wizard here, it tells you. All right, here we go. All right, I can get up to level skilled in healing. Okay. Now I think I definitely want to save. It might be wise to look into how many spell slots I get, but I want to get attack up to expert level. It's up to skilled right now. Healing. I think healing, getting that at least basic, couldn't hurt, right? I think it's good to be able to heal. All right. Well, anyway, it's amazing that I can cast it with 0% failure while being unskilled, though. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, let's read the other one. Spell book, thin book. You add knock to your repertoire. Okay, so that's not really a great spell, but it's a matter spell, and knock just opens locks, right? Isn't that what it does? I mean, I can't imagine it's anything else. Casting the spell has the same effects as zapping a wand of opening. The spell emits a beam in the prompted direction that opens and/or unlocks any drawbridges, lockable containers, and doors it makes contact with, as well as revealing affected secret doors hidden in room walls. Okay. An iron chain that connects to a heavy iron bullet to punch the hero will be removed if hit by the beam. That's cool. Containers with broken locks and doors that were being dug through with a pickaxe or dwarvish matic will be repaired if zapped. That's weird. All right. I mean, it's not one that comes up a lot, but it can be useful situationally. At some point, I might need to stash spell books because they're heavy. Because you have to, you start to lose knowledge of these spells. That might be something to review briefly. That's what this retention has to do with. I think force bolt has been decreasing. So, at some point, you have to read the spell book again. And if you don't have the spell book, you can't read it again. For something like knock, you know, I might just dump it as the next like encumbrance thing, and then like just keep track of where I lost it or I left it. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right wiki article here to inform me. It's probably this one, spellcasting. Forgetting. Let's go to the top. Forgotten spells. Spell knowledge lasts for 20,000 turns after learning the spell from the spell book. A spell is forgotten once its duration expires, and forgotten spells are marked with an asterisk in the casting menu. Rereading a spell book for a spell with a timeout at or below 1,000 turns will refresh knowledge of that spell and reset the timeout to 20,000 turns. Attempting to read a spell book before the timeout is low enough will not use up a reading of the spell book, meaning it will not result in a usage fee with unpaid spell books in a shop. Okay, that's kind of a minor detail. Attempting to cast a forgotten spell will leave you confused and stunned. All right, so 20,000 turns is how much you have. I am at turn 7,600. I guess this retention is. What does that mean though? That like how much? I don't know what that means actually. Does it say that anywhere here? Maybe if I look at the zap. Getting into details. What is capital Z called? It's the command I type to cast a spell. Is it called just spellcast or it's another zap? So there's Zappo on and there's capital Z zap. Okay, fine. Makes it hard to look up. Cast a spell. Okay, so it just takes me back here. I don't know. If I find retention, it doesn't really tell me exactly what. Like, there's no match for retention on this page. It's probably buried in this text somewhere, but I was just hoping I could just do a Control F and find it. Anyway. Let's just move on. All right, so we got some new spells. Jungle Boots. Still got a pile of unknown scrolls. All right. But yeah, once we get to Gnome Town, that'll be great. At least we'll have some stores. My candle's about to bite it, I think. You always got. I should always be aware of this, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. When you see a random corpse, chances are it died from a trap like this. Or corpse. There's an arrow trap right there. Some downstairs. Your candle's flame flickers low. I'm carrying too much to squeeze through that diagonal thingy right here. Flame dies, okay. Yeah, so no more candle. Random dwarf zombie. Fighting zombies in the dark should be scary, but in this game it's not really a big deal. Yeah, Arturo, did you ever get to play this game? I remember you were trying to run it one time on your computer, but I think you had trouble getting it to work. I say you try again if you've never tried it. You haven't tried it in a while. Or you could always just SSH to one of the servers like hardfought.org or nethack.alt.org. Alright, let's go downstairs. I accidentally killed a thing. Okay, come on, doggy. Blow the whistle, blow the whistle. Wake up all the monsters. It's a small area I didn't actually explore. I guess because I was blind at the time. Probably nothing here, really. Yeah. Huh. Where's the doggy? Come on, doggo. God, I need a leash. It's also extra hard when you can't see, right? I'm only seeing in a radius of 1 square. That's why I see it looks white around me immediately. But it's a dark blue otherwise. So the dog could be 2 squares away from me right now, and I don't even know. Alright. Doggy, here he is. Oh, I can see him there somehow. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Could it be because of my telepathy, or do I like hear it or something? I'm not really sure. Come on, come on, come on. Come to Papa. Blowing my whistle. Thank you. Okay, here we are on dungeon level 5, second level of the Gnomish Mines. We got some gnomes and a dwarf and another dwarf. One's a gnome lord. All right, bring it on. Dwarf is throwing daggers at me. You want to do this? Let's do it. Throw dagger. Pew. I can throw 2 daggers because I'm that good at it now. Sweet. Kill the dwarf. Gnome lord hits thrusting one of her daggers. Kill that thing. I should just zap healing randomly to train up my healing skill. Several objects here. A gem called green is soft. There's a delicious gnome lord I could eat. Oh, it's a pony, not a unicorn. I was getting excited. Well, the pony is going to start kicking my butt, but I could throw a vegetable or fruit at it to tame it. I think the sprig of wolfsbane should do it. Here, have this. Yay, it's mine now. It devours the uncursed sprig of wolfsbane. I mean, wolfsbane can be handy if you start turning into a lycanthrope, like a were-rat, werewolf. But overall, I don't get too concerned with those guys. Only have 4 daggers. Pick up you guys. Am I blind again? What happened? Oh, rotten gnome lord. Okay. So there's a potion here. I would like to check out if I can see. Here comes a dwarf to bother me. Level 9. It's a potion called water. Oh, cool. Water's good. Yeah, inventory management is never fun though. There's so many things I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it could be useful. Wand of Cold. Do I really need to? Probably not. At the moment, though, I don't really want to give them the Wand of Code to blast. It would reflect off me, but it could kill my dog. Tempted to just try a random wand. So let's do it. Let's try a random wand. I will blast. Let's try. Let's zap the forked wand. The forked wand. What direction? Let's go northeast. We don't know what did. And it doesn't tell me. Okay, let's zap the balsa wand. Ooh, magic missile. Cool. The zinc wand. Unknown. I'm remembering the Simpsons bit about the world without zinc. Another unknown one. I just zapped 3 of them that didn't do anything apparent, unfortunately. Sometimes you have to target something specifically. So the forked, the zinc, and the platinum wand, we don't know what they do. Alright, we can always eat this tin. Let's see what's in the tin. Smells like jackals. The concern is sometimes you eat from a tin and suddenly it's like, oh, you eat deep fried jackals and now your hands are slippery. It's not that big a deal though. You can deal with it. Smoked jackal. Ooh, that could be good. Smoked jackal. Okay, hard shoes I don't want to wear because I got my speed boots and those are made of metal, the hard shoes. Yellowish brown gem just to torture me some more. Alright, so yellowish brown I haven't gotten yet. Can these be combined at all? Probably not. I need a bag. I need help with my pack rat tendencies, really. Let's try on, did I ever try on the granite ring? I think I did. So I could drop spell books, but that seems silly. I am a wizard. I mean, I'll probably do it eventually, but a lot of my other stuff is just like from pack rats. So it seems silly to drop a spell book when I can just burn through some crap. I think I'm gonna try I'm gonna try some unknown scrolls. I'm gonna be brave. And then I chicken out as I say that because I'm like, well, then I want to drop all this stuff, but there's monsters about. Let's drop the wolf's bait. Who cares about that? Yeah, honestly, that saved me more than That's been nice a lot. I've been throwing it at random dogs and taming them without them eating it, and I just tamed, not taming them, but making them neutral. And I did tame the pony, the 2. That's always an option. Curse. Should I just dump the curse scroll of amnesia again? Sure, I'm just gonna do that. I would love to just offload gems, get some of them to unicorns, convert some of them to money. So that yellowish brown gem is soft. Where is it again? Lowercase y. You can always just make a gem stash. I mean, it's not a big deal to do that. I'm gonna do that. I don't like being limited like this. It's just such a pain. So I'm gonna just dump all these. Maybe I'll keep the rubies on because I know they're good, and in case I find a unicorn, that could be nice. But I'm gonna annotate. Let's write gem stash here. All right, they're good. Now I feel better. Here comes a yellow light to blind me. Let the pets deal with it. Good. I think they dealt with it. Oh no, it's still alive. Come on, they only seem to explode on you, on you, not on the pets. All right, fine, explode to me. There. Now I can see everybody who has a brain. If I only had a brain. Let's explore the right first, actually. So I'm searching as I go so I can feel around. I'm taking a step, pressing S to search. That's why it shows me the blue dots around me. I'm feeling around in my immediate vicinity as I search. You better not be stealing my gem stash, you dwarf. Oh my goodness. He totally took all that. Whew. There's 2 more gems too, but I can't see what they are because I'm blind. 15 gold pieces. 59 stones. I used to make it a practice that I would always carry a pickaxe. Speaking of encumbrance, that is really heavy. So now, you know what? I just hold off until I can find a wand of digging. A glass orb. Well, that's going to slow me down. Those are heavy, I remember. I think you can look into them and have magic stuff happen. How does that work? It's the unidentified appearance of a crystal ball. Several variants have added the other tools. Have added other tools that also appear as a glass orb when unidentified. Does this mean forks of the game have this? Yes, okay, so I don't have to worry about those. It's just a crystal ball. Could be the orb of fate or orb of detection. I don't think you will find those around randomly, except maybe on a bones level. How heavy are they? Yeah, they're so heavy. I always remember they're very heavy. 150. It's just too much to lug around. Until I get like a bag of holding. So what the heck do they actually do again? I remember it's not really that great. So if you fail the intelligence check, bad stuff happens. But if you pass it, you select something to scry for. They'll be entranced and rendered immobile for 10 turns. Using an uncharged crystal ball will always pass the check and entrance the hero, but produces no other effect. If you use it while blind, it'll fail harmlessly without consuming a charge. Blah, blah, blah. What did it actually do? Attempt to search for anything other than an item, monster, or trap, such as stairs or other features. Instead, receive a random message hinting at the location of Delphi, Medusa's lair, the castle, or the wizard's tower, with the exact message and the dungeon level determined based on the current dungeon branch and the information in the following table. So you can say where there's an item, etc. on the current level, I think. Not anywhere in the game, is it? Anyway, if you search for anything else, it'll give you a random message hinting at one of the locations of these places. Okay, I mean, okay, it's not really that. I always remember it seems cool, but it's not really that useful. It's quite heavy. When it does work, it only allows the user to search for a single class of monster or object. Most searching items are completely reliable, non-incapacitating, and will reveal all monsters, objects, or traps on a level. Generally, do not use a crystal ball if you're in a position where you could be attacked for the next 10 turns, have less than 31 HP, or lack a quick cure for impairments. Can be used effectively beyond polyfarter. For a magic marker, the most relevant of these uses is for finding the vibrating square or magic portal. Vibrating square is like the end game thing. Alright. This might be something that's worth annotating that it's here, but I just drop it. So this is actually a good point, is you can polypile. So when you zap a wand of polymorphic objects, they transform into another thing of the same type. So the idea is with a crystal ball, it is a magic tool. So it'll transform into another magic tool, of which there are not too many, I think. And therefore you would have a good chance of it becoming a magic marker. That might be the best use case for this thing. Maybe you can get a bag of holding too. Not sure if that's a different categorization actually. I usually don't do piling. I don't know. I have like a distaste for it, but it can really benefit. The true way to do it is you make an enormous pile in one square. Just anything that's junk, make a huge pile. You zap the wand at it, and everything transforms into a different thing of the same type. So you can usually get at least one or two good things out of it. Maybe I'll try it later for the fun of it. Yeah, don't change item class. That's funny. They're basically telling you that it's always going to be the same class, right? So scrolls become scrolls, etc. The exception to this is polymorphing a crocodile corpse, which will yield a pair of non-cursed fireproof low boots instead of another comestible, which is food. So you turn the crocodile into crocodile leather boots, essentially. Unicorn horns are especially popular in polyphonic because they may polymorph into other magical tools, such as magic markers. Yeah, those are, as we all know, I like magic markers. Here's all the magical tools. All right, so yeah, that's one thing it can be good for. All right, so I don't know. Should I just try using it once, just for the fun of it? I guess I'll try using it once. Oh yeah, there's a lot of monsters on the screen right now, though, so I should do it when it's clear. For now, I will drop it. Once I'm clear, I guess I could do it. I will annotate because I don't think I'm gonna take it from this level. Some gem stash and crystal. What is it? Crystal ball or crystal orb? Oh, let's call it crystal ball. Enveloped in a cloud of gas. What does that do? Kill the Nomi. Honestly, the annotate thing is a relatively new thing. I mean, it's been around for years now, but it's just so good to be able to just write notes right in the game. What's on this level? Ooh, for like the majority of my NetHack playing days, that didn't exist. I just found a bag, I picked it up, and I am now birded. I can see again. Nice. Let's see what's in the bag. A scroll labeled Temov. Okay. That's another thing I can try to read. We can test for whether it's a bag of holding by putting something in it and seeing if I'm suddenly no longer burdened. But the problem is you need something sufficiently heavy. Also, for the cursed bag of holding, it will weigh more, I believe, or I forget if it weighs more or if it just doesn't lighten the load as much. What do I want to put? I'm afraid that I'm gonna like lose the thing, so I don't remember how this works. Chances are it's not a bag of holding. But, I'll just put something in it. I could try putting the daggers in it. How about? Movements are now unencumbered. It's a bag of holding. Sweet. I mean, that's a good thing. That's a wish material. I mean, maybe probably not high priority wishing, but it's a good thing to have. And when you're like me and you want to collect so much junk, bag of holding is huge. Okay, that feels good. But I don't want to put the daggers in there right now. It would be good to verify whether it's cursed, and I need to check exactly how that works. If a bag of holding is cursed. It looks like, okay. So this is the formula. CWGT just means carried weight. So if it's blessed, it essentially, there's a little bit of extra math here, but essentially divides the weight in the bag by 4. If it's uncursed, divides it by 2. If it's cursed, it multiplies by 2. Therefore, it cannot be cursed. Right? Because I put some stuff into it and went from burdened to unencumbered. So I say I will take out the dagger and put in other stuff. Maybe I'll pick up my gem stash again. This is sweet. You always have to be careful about not putting in a wand of cancellation because that'll make it explode. I have some unknown wands that could definitely be cancellation. Is there anything else I have to look out for? As long as I have the page up, let me just verify that. Certain items, yeah, so it destroys all the contents and damages you. It's really bad. Plus you lose a bag of holding, which might be the worst thing. You don't want to put in a bag of tricks with charges remaining, a wand of cancellation with charges remaining. You don't want to put in another bag of holding. There's apparently a way to nest them, though. I'll look into that later if it comes up. For now, I'm just going to not put any other bags or wands into it, unknown wands into it. But I can put a lot of goodies in there now. Things I don't need at the ready. First of all, let's name it. Type of thing in the inventory. Bag of holding. And shove a bunch of scrolls, spell books. Well, I remember, let's put my daggers in the quiver again. That just means I can press F to fire them quickly. Right, let's just put stuff in. Where to start? Who cares? Some food. I mean, sometimes I wonder if I should like only like try to put one type of thing in there instead of just a random assortment, so it's easier to keep track of. And maybe it'll be just my spell books for now. Well, now I'm thinking. Well, I had inventory slot issues too, so that wouldn't really work. All right, I'll just put whatever. I don't know. I want to get the gems and put them in there too. So let's start with some scrolls I don't really need to have at the ready. In other words, there are some scrolls that's good to have at the ready, like teleportation, in case you need to just get out of there. Something that gets you saves you in a jam, basically. But yeah, I'll put these spell books in. 2 food rations. Spellbook of knock. Oh, I just realized I have this. I wonder if I could have eaten that spider I was worried about poisoning me. It would have given me a 33% of chance of poison resistance if I just put on the ring of poison resistance. Anyway. Random junk, like, I don't know. I guess a looking glass could save me in a jam, but a bugle can't. I'll put the magic marker in there. I think that's good for now. Let's get the gems. Put them in there too. Could even get the let's get the glass orb. Let's see if I can handle that. Because if it's still pretty heavy. But I can always put more stuff in there. Get more gems. This is cool. Bag of holding is a lifesaver. Could even get that scroll. Yeah, they get the gems. Not the 59 rocks, though. All the gems go in. Woo! All right. You can get more daggers for throwing purposes. Now that I have help with the encumbrance. All right, that feels good, bro. Let's go kill some more monsters. Level teleport trap. You feel a wrenching sensation. Okay. That's because of my magic resistance, I think. Now, here's the thing. It's kind of in a blocking corridor, so my pets are going to run into it. Unless I can dig around it, which I can't unless one of my unknown wands is a wand of digging. Or I can pick up one of these pickaxes or whatnot that these dwarves and stuff have. If there was. Here's the tunnel. It's already done for me. They still might run into the trap by accident, though. So you can tell this level is lit up. I don't have a candle, but it's lit. Why is it lit and the other one was not? Who knows? A gem called Red and sort of. And a lovely fresh gnome corpse. What time are we at in real life? 11:10. All right. What do we have here? Vampire bat raven. It is a raven. Quoth the raven. Eat my shorts. Let's zap it. Pew. Misses. Zap it. It hits. Zap it. It hits. Zap it. Killed it. Can you eat a raven? They shouldn't be poisonous. Right? Right? If you chat with a raven, it'll say nevermore. Oh. If you eat a floating eye corpse while in the form of a raven, it prints a unique message. What? Here's the source code to NetHack, folks. Let's see what the unique message is. I can't. You peck the eyeball with delight. So it's amazing how much of the NetHack source is just like these special cases. Like if you're a raven and the thing you eat is a floating eye, it's like a million ifs in this game. If you're sick and this, that's C source code, by the way. All right, what the heck am I doing? I guess I'll just eat it. Here comes my pony. Hello, cat. Unfortunately, I don't think I want another pet right now. I have two. It is a large cat, though. That's like high level. Sorry, cat. I'm gonna kill you. Turns to flee. Hey, you can run. I don't care. What do you want? Some more? What are these? Wolves? Let's just zap them. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. I will eat you. Is there a chance this is a werewolf and that would be bad to eat? Well, I'm hungry, so I'm eating. Well, actually, I'm not hungry. But I'm not satiated. Yeah, I just ate like 2 wolves, 3 wolves. Another candle, okay. What are those guys in World of Warcraft and Hearthstone? There's like these, aren't there like these kobolds with candles on their head or something? They say something about their candle, like "No, take me candle," or what did they say? If Andy's here, he would know it. But Andy's probably watching Japanese tennis now. No take candle. I think they say no take candle. All right, my doggy's here, but do I want to? Oh, Lancito disappeared. He stepped on a teleportation trap. Okay. Well then. Hello, Iron Piercer. I will eat you. I am lightheaded. All right, let's blow the whistle. Come on, guys. I want at least one pet to follow me down. Ah, Andy's here. He said, I heard the World of Warcraft kobold reference. Yeah, I was just saying, don't they wear candles on their heads and they say stupid things about it, right? Oh, I think in Hearthstone they say no take candle. No take candle. Something like that. That's their thing. They're obsessed with these candles on their head. I don't get it. That's kobolds for you. Okay, let's kill some gnomes. Chop them up. Eat them up. A gem called Violet and Soft. Oh, an elf. And they're peaceful like before. Andy says that, yeah, I don't know why it's a thing with candle. It's kind of funny, though. It's kind of random, but funny. Okay, that's a little too much with the daggers, I guess. Right. I can always put extra ones in my bag of holding. Let's do it. What's a stack of 7 in the bag of holding? Okay. So if I use my first stack, I can pull out the second stack. Hey, mummy. Are you my mummy? So where are the pets? Hello, pets. Oh, I mean, I know one of them teleport. You feel wise. You must have been very observant. My stats are looking pretty good. Look here. I started with a lot of strength for a wizard, and then I think it's a lot for a wizard. And my constitution has gone up by 5. Wisdom just went up. Yeah, pretty good. What I was about to say though is, even though I saw the dog step on a teleportation trap, there's a chance he and or the pony also walked onto the level teleportation trap, in which case who knows where the heck they are. So let me just check every nook and cranny again in the level, and there's no sign of them. I don't know, I just have to hope I run into them again. What over here? Chickatrice. Shoot it. You're like a baby cockatrice. They can turn you into stone. You're not careful. That's why I should never do the machine. Oh, look, they're there. You should never do the machine gun hammering of your directional keys. Usually, if you do like a run command, you'll stop if you hit them. Anyway, there's a bunch of killer bees I got to deal with here. They're poisonous and they could kill me. I will charge into the fray. No, I want to get close enough to do a force ball. I think it's about good. Okay, miss and miss. Let's keep zapping. Kill the killer bee. Kill the killer bee. Miss, miss. Kill. A potion called Sleeping Shatters. One of them had a potion of sleeping. I don't get it. A milky potion shatter. Oh man, those are the only good potions. Two killer bee corpses. I cannot eat those. All right. Hello. You're gonna kill me, dog? Stupid cat! I killed you. Where's the dog? He's over here. Scroll of Teaport. I'll take that. Hello, gnome. I mean, hello, dog. Come on, this way. Naga? Red Naga hatchling. You kill it, Lancito eats it. Come on, Lancito. Should name the pony something. What should we name him? I shall call this pony. He is Fred the pony. Yeah, come on, guys. It's like herding cats, except you are the basic types of pets that are not cats. You're a dog and pony. I killed one of the cats because I didn't want to feed it. Hello. Freaking dog. This dog has been like exceptionally difficult about following me. I'm not sure why. Or if it's my imagination. There's a hill orc. Some hill orcs are appearing out of nowhere. They're putting on mummy wrappings in the middle of like charging into combat. Let me dress up like a mummy here. Let's fire daggers at it. Kill it. I am a ninja with daggers. Don't mess with me. Alright, I'll eat a hill. Oh, can't eat now. There's more hill orcs. They do appear in packs. I'll eat this one now. Leoncito eats a hill orc. Okay, so Arturo, he's now... Leoncito is very satisfied now. Oh, scroll of identify. Nice. And teleport. This hill orc, I feel like he... I don't know, might be a little bit too old. I'm going to not eat it. Hard to say sometimes. I got to pick up some of these daggers I tossed around. If I can. Sometimes they disappear, unfortunately. Here's uncursed daggers. Scroll labeled Garvin Day. Pearl ring, cool. Yeah, I might want to read Teleport. It'd be good to know if it's blessed. Or make it blessed. Tempted to like run back up to the altar now, as much of a pain as that would be. I have to run back up the stairs to level 3. I'm on 5, and go back down to level 7 of the main brush. Actually, it would only take like 2 minutes of real time. And I could blessed uncursed identify a lot of stuff. On the other hand, Minetown always has an altar. I could always just wait till I get to Minetown. But I am burdened again, so let's put some stuff in the bag. Oh, how I love bags of holy. I gotta bless that, by the way. If that's not blessed already, definitely using a holy water on that. Put something in. Sure, you can go in there. Amulet. Jungle boots can go in there. Scroll of charging. In a way, sometimes some of these better scrolls like charging, they're protected in the bag of holding. I don't know if it's like 100% protection, but if, like, for example, something burns, there's a good chance it'll be protected in the bag. I think that's how it works. Anyway, let's continue downward. Get to Minetown. I'm gonna bring one pet down at a time because it's just so hard to get both of them at once sometimes. Okay, the probing, that's funny. Magic Bane, my magical dagger, just one of the random effects is sometimes probing. So I can see that this dwarf is lawful, level 3, has 1 hit point left, and armor class 9. Pretty wimpy there, dwarfy. Actually, Leoncito finished him off. Reluctantly steps over a pair of hard shoes. That means it's cursed. Or something in this square is cursed. Here's the key here. Let's go. Okay, let me go back up and get the pony. Come on, Fred. Mr. Fred. I don't know if the ponies respond to the whistle, but I'm trying it anyway. Come on. Okay, now we got Fred and Leoncito here. Take a dagger and some money. Might as well get the key, I feel like. I do have the knock spell, though, on the other hand. Food ration, a gem called green and soft. Candle, sure. No take candle. I'm in a pit. What have we here? A werewolf? Were jackal. If only I had werebane now. You know what? I could just pick it up just to have it and put it in the bag. Really, though, it's going to be so rarely useful. Anyway, it shouldn't cause me much trouble. What just happened? He zapped himself with a jeweled wand. Is that polymorph? He just turned into a mountain nymph? Yeah, look, it just identified wand of polymorph for me. That is, I gotta be careful of that. If he zaps me, I turn into something large. I'm gonna break my armor, which would be terrible. That would be heartbreaking. What I might actually do is run over to that corner there. Maybe I should just use this scroll of teleport before I do this. Anyway, my plan is to just take off my armor, which will temporarily suck and introduce some. Oh, actually, the polymorph will be reflected by this, won't it? It's a ray, right? Let me just check that. So it'd be stupid to take off the one thing that that guards me from the wand of polymorph. That would be good to have too. It's a beam. Okay, so it's a beam, not a ray, so reflection doesn't help against. All right, so yeah, I want to take off this stuff if I have to go toe to toe with this thing. Even better if I can just kill it very quickly, I guess. But anytime I'm lined up with it, I risk being zapped with it. Right now, he is not lined up with me because he's like this. Directly straight up is that, and I'm 1 over. So I could just run over to this little alcove, take off my stuff, which is not great, but might be the best. What happens if you polymorph, you randomly transform into like any monster, and if it's something large, you break out of your armor. That would mean no more cloak of magic resistance, no more this. Actually, there's a special thing. I think if you have dragon scale mail on, you always wind up polymorphing into. It says something like the dragon scales merge with your skin, and you turn into that type of dragon, which sounds great, but Honestly, they're not that powerful, and it's temporary. So I would lose the dragon scale mail and just be temporarily a kind of cool creature, I guess. So I'm gonna try to do what I just said. All right, it's kind of a little hairy, but now they zap themselves again. They might just use all their charges zapping themselves. Pretty sure it's this kobold here. So I should be able to go left again. You hear a distant zap. They're doing it again. All right, let's take it off. I mean, hopefully nothing catches me off guard here while I'm naked, essentially, but I'm going to do that. Kill the gnome. Oh, yellow light came. Okay. So I'm blinded. Now I see everybody. And I don't know what the polymorphing guy is. So I just see gnomes in that display. I wonder if he just turned into a yellow light. Oh, here's the wand of polymorph. I guess that was the gnome that had it. All right, so here's the wand. I wouldn't be surprised if it has no charges at this point. But let me put back on my stuff. Yeah, that feels better. You know, take candle. Once again, I'm burdened. Once again, I am asking you to not let me be burdened. Hey, the anonymous says polymorph is a favorite great way to acquire good. That's true. I could do the poly. Oh, I should really update my notes. The problem is I have to walk up to level 5 to update that annotation here, because the gem stash and crystal ball are in my possession now. Part of me goes, well, I'll remember that. It seems kind of silly to run upstairs just to update a note, and yet the stairs are right there. All right, so when I'm going to explore this lower left area. When I pass by the stairs again, I will go up and make that adjustment. Basically, 5 daggers. I don't know. I really need more daggers. I mean, it's one of the main burdening things I have right now with my dagger pile. A whole bunch in my bag of holding too. But maybe I should do some poly piling. And I could do it with the orb, the crystal. If that can turn into a magic marker, awesome. So I'm burdened once again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. As soon as I get to that altar, definitely look into the blessed uncursed status. I can get a lot of stuff going at that point, hopefully. It'd be nice to not be blind as well. You feel sluggish. What is that? Is that from a trap? Oh. Anti-magic field. I lost some... Maybe I lost a little bit of power. I gotta turn off my space heater. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, that's done. Yeah, all right. So I'm at turn 8900 in the game. That means I'm kind of at the halfway point of my initial spells fading from my memory. Getting close to the halfway point, which should be 10,000. It's not a huge concern. I have the book still. Just saying. All right, so now I can pass these stairs and take note. I will remove that note. All right, fine, cool. Yeah, I really want to get to Mine Town. Oh, good. Paper golem. More paper. Haha, that's so cool. It's perfect for someone who's itching to use his magic marker. Hey, I'm made of paper. Why don't you kill me? Sure, paper golem. I'm just going to shove a lot of scrolls in the bag now. I have the 2 scrolls of teleportation that are not cursed on my person. Beautiful. Yeah, I want to get the check if the identify scroll is blessed. If not, make it blessed. Check out what some of my stuff is. Start writing, maybe. I gotta look into my luck. How can I? Hey, I need to at the altar get my luck up by sacrificing stuff. If I can find elves. Oh yeah, aren't there usually elves in mine town? No, I think it's like soldiers and stuff. Well, we'll see. But that could be if I can find elves there, I could sack them and get +2 luck each time until I'm out of harp. Do I need multiple? Is there a point to have multiple musical instruments? I know you need like one of them. But there is a chance it's a magic harp. What does the magic harp even do? They're incredibly rare and make up 0.2% of all randomly generated tools. Oh, that's right. It tames monsters in a radius like it. Wow. That'd be great to identify if it is that. It might just be a regular harp. Probably is a regular harp, right? Hmm. What you gotta say, Bananimous? Over enchanted +7 elven arrows and daggers can polymorph to +7 weapons that are ordinarily capped at 5. Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that. I didn't know there were different caps per weapon type, actually. Gotta shove more junk in there. I hate this. Maybe I ought to get rid of. Maybe I ought to do a poly. I just kind of want to get that orb to turn into a magic marker, although the chances of it actually succeeding aren't fantastic, I suppose. Go away, large cat. Don't make me kill you. It's carrying a gem. All right, I mean, I'm ready to go down. I need my pets, though. Where the heck did the exit? Getting lost here. Yeah, to get them to follow me through this strange labyrinth might be difficult. Where the heck are they? Here's one of them. Come on, come on. Well, you don't want to pass it because it's something cursed there? Come on. Oh, crap. What is it? Oh, I guess it's a mummy wrapping and or the elf corpse is cursed. Okay, I'll move the mummy wrapping out of the way. There, he's coming now. Come on. Fred. You know, how exactly does the whistle work? And is it even helping with the pony? Oh, you know what? I think because it's not a magic whistle, it might not even be helping with that. Magic whistle moves pets to you. A regular whistle just seems to wake up people, I think. Oh, and if your pet is close enough to hear the noise, then for the next 5 turns, it will try to approach you more closely. Okay, I thought that was a thing. Come on. Come on. No. You will follow me. And we'll get the doggy next. Oh, I think we're in the mine town. All right. You stay here. I go get doggy. Doggy. Sometimes I wonder if this is worth it. Leoncito. What the heck is he? blowing the whistle in this scary dungeon full of monsters, right? Like, here, doggy, beep, beep. Just blowing this shrill whistle repeatedly. It does wake up monsters, though, so you got to be careful on a level that's not clear, I guess. Follow me. Follow me. Come here. Come here. Ah. Part of it is my speed. I'm just too fast. So it seems like they're just lagging behind, but just can't. I mean, they are lagging behind, but it seems like I lost their attention, but sometimes they just can't keep up. It's 11:36 in real life. Yeah, I can't stay up till 12:30. Every time I stay up a little too late, I regret it. So I think 12 has to be my cutoff point. I always say something like that, and then I stay up late anyway. Anyway, let's go. No, you're almost there. Come on. Where'd he go? All right, I got my 2 pets here. Let's make stuff happen. What are you, a Yeti? A monkey? A monkey. Let's kill the monkey. They stole my scrolls to teleport. No, take that. You're dead. Got my scrolls back. Gnome Lord. Kill the Gnome Lord. Scroll of Identify. Cool. No monkey. Kill the monkey. Who's this? Peaceful Watchman. Okay. Scroll of Identify sounds great. I love them. Kill the monkey. Finish eating the Gnome Lord. Another monkey. What's going on with these monkeys? I'll eat this monkey. Leoncito eats a gnome. He probably wants to eat a monkey. Sorry, Leoncito. They're my monkey corpse. Another delicious gnome to eat. Wait, maybe I should save these corpses for the altar, right? I gotta find the altar. Well, I guess the ones that I have to kill like that, might as well eat. Because the monkey's gonna steal my stuff and I don't want that. I feel like the altar is always that one on the right, lower right. I'm not entirely sure. I guess I kind of ate a few too many. Here we go. Sense of peace. All right, cool. It's a priest of Anhur who is co-aligned, so I don't even have to worry about converting the altar. Yeah, come in, guys. Step right on the altar. Step right up. What? Where'd he go? A lot of rats here. Let's kill them. They're not leaving corpses. Nobody left a corpse. Damn. Food. Slime mold. No, I don't want to attack him. Food ration. Food ration. Slime mold. The pony's eating all the slime molds. All right. Well, I was hoping to bring fresh corpses, but we might have like mostly cleared the level out of enemy. Oh, there's a gnome. Didn't leave a corpse again. Damn it. All right, let's do the blessed uncursed stuff that I've been meaning to do. Okay, so definitely worth blessing the bag of holding for one thing. The wand of polymorph is cursed. I feel like cursed wands don't. I feel like it doesn't really have an effect. Oh look, one of the scrolls of identify is blessed. That's nice. Let's take out stuff from the bag of holding. Take out stuff of unknown blessed cursed stat. It's not gonna fit in my inventory, but we'll do it a little at a time, I guess. Various black flashes. The jungle boots are black flash. They're probably like boots of whatever, fumbling. I managed to get them all out of the bag of holding in one go. Okay. Everything of unknown blessed curse status. Okay, so where to start? Blessed scroll of identify sounds lovely. What do I want to identify though? I'm always uncertain about what to identify. Gems can be nice to identify, but probably not a top priority. Before, when I couldn't carry so many of them, I wanted to just know which ones were glass so I could get rid of them. But that's less of a concern now. All right, let's take out some stuff that might be cool to identify, like the amulet, some scrolls. I know I can. Well, I can price ID some of these. Should I try that first, and then I try to identify what the scroll, what's left to later? That might be a good idea. But I need to find the right kind of shop. Right, let's see what shops there are. I'll just pick up all the stuff. Hopefully I don't lose a scroll in the process. Put stuff in the bag of holding once again. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. Put in what? I don't know. 4 food rations to start. Still burning. I don't need 14 daggers in there, right? Let's drop the curse dagger. I don't care about that. Put in 6 of the daggers. Okay. Maybe I ought to just save myself the trouble and start just bless this bag of holy now. I know I want to do it. So I have to dip it into one of my 5 potions of holy water. Yeah, let's just get that out of the way. Then all the weight will be divided by 4 instead of 2, which is fantastic. So dip, capital D, into the holy water. Woohoo! I'm still burdened though. That's surprising. I guess I just don't have enough stuff in the bag right now. Enough heavy stuff. All right, glass orb should definitely be in there. Harp can go in there. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna try to find if there's a bookstore or someplace where I can identify the scroll. So, okay. There might be a chance of getting a magic marker. Definitely getting that. But there might be a chance of getting a wish from this lamp here. How much? Only 67 Zorkmids for this. And yet I can just get a pet to steal it anyway. Come on in, petty pet. I'm just so cheap. Do not attack Neeb the shopkeeper. Come on, my beautiful pony. So what's the cost? Okay, the lamp is not expensive. I think it would be more expensive if it was magic. Let me check into that. Check into that. Lamp. Could be an oil lamp. It could be good to have an oil lamp anyway. Base price is 10. And magic lamp base price is 50. What did it cost me? 13. That's because I guess it's adjusted by my charisma. Oh, so that must be a regular lamp. My charisma's not great. He picks up the magic marker. Let's go. Come on, pony. He's kind of stuck in there, unfortunately. Can't sacrifice mummy corpses. Let's chat with this watchman for the fun of it. My feet are. I've been on them all day. Okay. His feet hurt. Oh, he dropped it there. No, get it, pony. Oh, he gave me a lockpick. Okay, fine. For some reason, this one space in the store, like right in front of the door, counts as outside the store. So you can pick up anything that's there for free. Just a weird quirk of the game. I never understood that one. Give me the lamp. Cool, the lamp is mine. There's another glass orb here, isn't there? Oh, monkey stole my lockpick. Get back here, you monkey. Stupid monkey. You killed the monkey. Oh, I didn't leave a corpse. I wanted to sack it. Give me the marker. Sure, I'll take a glass orb. Where'd it go? He's still carrying it? There it is. Another glass orb. That's crazy. Into the bag of holding you go, glass orb. You're too heavy. Somebody get the magic marker. Doggy, you get it. You're better at stealing, probably. Getting hungry. Magic marker, give me. No, get out of the way, Watchman. I guess I should eat a food ration. It's rotten somehow. There's the magic marker. No, don't pick it up again. Yeah, magic marker, baby. And then it's uncursed as well. This is sweet. Yeah, I gotta figure out what my luck is. Find a unicorn. I need a coal-lined unicorn, a black unicorn. It'll allow me to pump up my luck ridiculously. I need to identify more gems, though. Oh, what is this? Can I identify? I think I can identify the scrolls in this store. Hold on, that one. I have 3 of that one. Prerutsini. So I have to check the scroll prices and remind myself how my charisma adjusts the price. It seems like it's increasing it by a little bit. So let's see if I can find the percent. Like, is it 10% increase or what? Charisma 10. Oh, look at that. Price times 1.33. Okay. So let's check the scroll prices. So that means it's probably like what? Bring up the calculator. Bring up the calculator app. Give me a second here. I'm being low of mind. What would that mean? It's 60. Oh, let's see what all the scrolls cost. Yeah, so if it's multiplied by one, if it's multiplied by 1.33, is it really that much? Then to get to 89, it would have to be what? So it doesn't seem to work out. It would be about 60, but that doesn't really seem to check out with the math exactly. Because 60 times 1.33 is going to be 80. But 80 times 1.33 is going to be 106. So where the heck does this price of 89 come from? Did I misread something? Let me check charisma again. You know, I think there are multiple factors involved, perhaps. But it does say charisma 8 to 10, which I am in the range of, is 1.33 times 1.33. There's got to be some other factors then. Oh, you know what? That might be it might be the sell price, or like I might be thinking in terms of the wrong price. It's the buy price and the sell price. Charisma adjusts both of them though. All right. But how do you convert from one to the other? So it's a little bit complex. So there's the base price. That's what it lists here. This is the base price, right? When it says cost, I'm not sure now. I wish I used consistent terms, but anyway. So okay, so there's a base price. And it can be adjusted by things like charges, right? Okay. Buying. When you buy an item, you are charged the base price modified by, okay, so times 1 1/3. Some characters are considered suckers and will be charged 1/3 more. Okay. If you're wearing a dunce cap or a shirt not covered by cloak or body armor, or if you're a tourist below level 15. When buying unidentified objects, in 1/4 of cases, the shopkeeper will charge 1/3 more. Okay, so that must be the issue, I guess. So it would be an increase of... It's complicated. If it's one of these costs 60 ones... basically, I'm getting it. If one of these that's multiplied by 1.33 twice, I need I need help. Who can help me with that? Should I get a spreadsheet open? So what number when multiplied by 1.33 twice equals 89? Would that be 50? Yes, 50 times 1 point. That's exactly it. That's a scroll of light, that means. That's the only one that costs 50. Right now, this looks right because it's actually 88.445, but I just really it's a lot more threes there, right? Because it's a third. So 80, yeah, it's rounded up to 89. That's got to be Scroll of Light then. That's the only one that has a base price of 50. Okay, so I think that solves it. I guess the other question would be: is there any? If I only have one multiplier of this type, is there any of the other numbers that adds up to that? I guess that's what I started with, being confused by. That would not be 89. If you multiply 80 by that, that's too much. So yeah, it's got to be that's a Scroll of Light. That makes sense. That's so common. I have like 3 of them, right? All right, so math problem solved, I guess, for that one. Let's name, I already have that. Capital H is light. All right, cool. I'm gonna buy my cursed Scroll of Light. I don't really care about making that uncursed ever, so here, you can buy that. Sure, I'll take it. Now here is a, excuse me, scroll labeled whatever, and this looks suspiciously like, this price of 133 looks suspiciously like 100 times 1 1/3 exactly. So that would mean, oops, that would mean it's one of these several options. It's hard to say which, but I already know teleportation, so not that. Don't believe I know any of the others. I might know magic mapping. That's ringing a bell for some reason. Yeah, I know magic mapping. All right, so that narrows it down to a bunch of stuff. That could be fire. Honestly, all those options are not ones I care much about. Teleport, which I already know. Confused monster, destroy armor, fire, food detection, gold detection, magic mapping, scare monster. Yeah, so eliminating magic mapping and teleport is scare, food detection, gold detection, fire, destroy armor, or confused monster. Okay, I mean, it would be nice to know which one it is, but just for identification purposes. But I don't know. It doesn't narrow it down enough. So I guess I just have to leave it alone. I really don't want to buy it because I don't really like any of those scrolls. I mean, once in a while, confused monster can be handy, but my dagger kind of does that for me already. I guess I can look at this thing, the golden potion. I can drop my other. Why don't I drop some of my scrolls? That's the way to do it, right? Let me drop some of my scrolls to identify. All right, so I have this one called Temov. I'll drop one of them. Temov. 38. I will say no. Now, that's a very cheap one. How does it work when you sell? Was it like halved or something? When selling, you're normally offered 1/2 the base price. I'm not a sucker, so that doesn't do that. They pay 1/4 1/4 of shopkeepers will pay 1/4 less for unidentified objects. This modifier is consistent for a given shopkeeper. Okay, so like the shopkeeper inherently wants to try to screw you over if you don't know what you have. So essentially, it is either half or a quarter of the base price. And then does my charisma figure in, or it only matters for buying, I think. It doesn't mention it under selling. Okay, so I have to see what's double that price or quadruple if nothing. Double that price doesn't, actually neither of them seem right, does it? Looking at 38 times 2 is 76, which doesn't match up with any of these. Times 4, it would be, what, 152? I must be missing something in the math. When you sell an item, you're normally offered 1/2 the base price. If you're a sucker, not a sucker. Oh, it might be that you start at a half the base price, and then you subtract a quarter for those shopkeepers who try to scam you. So in other words, it might be base price halved, and then minus a quarter equals 38, which could be something that costs 100. Break out the calculator again. If you do 100 and half that's 50, minus a quarter of 50. Yep, there we go. 30. It's something that costs 100. So again, it's in that whole batch of scrolls I don't really care about, but it would be nice to identify the fire. Just don't want to use a scroll on that. And destroy armor would be good to identify too. All right, I'm gonna have to wrap up this stream soon, but let me just finish up this thought, sort of. Do I want to just test it? I think I can find a safe space to test it. In other words, if it's fire, I'll just be essentially naked, and I'll have some junky armor on to cover the case of destroy armor. All right, let's go with that. So I will not sell Temov. And by the same token, I can test this guy here that costs 133, which I've determined is one of these 100 cost guys. All right, so how do I want to do this? I want to make sure I don't accidentally ignite anybody on fire, because if I burn, for example, that priest, it's not going to be good, or one of these watchmen. So let's go hide somewhere, maybe in that left room. I might want to engrave Elbereth even if I'm going to like go naked. Something I should get in the habit of doing. Oh, here's an elf. We were just saying how I could sacrifice. Oh, it's a watch captain. Peaceful though. I gotta watch out for them too. Right, I'm gonna just engrave Elbereth with my Athame. So nobody can step on that. Nor here. Might be some exceptions to that rule, but this is just me not wanting to be caught with my pants down. I'm probably being a little overcautious, but you know what? This game has a tendency to screw you when you don't cover every base essentially. So Elbereth here. All right, now I will go over here and pretty much drop everything. I could probably be more selective, but I don't know. I'm gonna drop everything and then read the scroll labeled Temov. This is so crazy. Hold on. Fortunately, every time you drop a scroll, there's a risk of messing it up, as we've seen before. I wonder if I put them in bag of holding, would that eliminate that risk? I think it might. So I'm going to put all the scrolls in the bag of holding. Except the one I'm going to use right now, which is Temov. I guess I'll put one of them in. One I. Does that work like that? Lovy. Yeah, you put just one of the Temovs in there. Look at that. Because I have one Temov on my person. Now I'm going to drop everything but that. And also take off my armor. I hate doing this. I got all those Elbereths though, right? I should be good. I don't think the daggers could get damaged, but it did mention something in the wiki about weapons getting damaged. So I will drop those two. Alright, hold on to your butts, as they say. Or at least as one character in one movie said. How many spaces do I need to be away? To not burn stuff. Ah, Scroll of Fire has me so paranoid. I've just gotten burned by that, no pun intended. A few too many times over the years. Alright, so... God. So it can be 6... 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 spaces, including you at the center, right? Oh, that's if you center an explosion. What does that mean? It's normally a 3x3 square. Oh, if it's blessed, you're allowed to choose. I think choose where you center the explosion on, in an area within this radius. But it's a 3x3 blastifier. All right, so let's just do this. I'll just move away enough. That should be good, right? 1, 2. I'm just so paranoid here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't want to kill the. Let me just stand up here. Just to verify 1. All right, that should be good. Let's read it. It's probably going to be nothing. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Dan says it's always funny when you accidentally destroy your character if you're watching that. I know, right? This game has trained me to be so careful. Like, part of me feels ridiculous going to these lengths and poring over the wiki and being super careful of every outcome and stuff like that. But I just know if you don't do that, the game will screw you. And I'm probably already sloppy in many ways, honestly, if you get into the nitty-gritty. Here you go. There's probably going to be gold detection and all that for nothing. But hey, it's identification. Your hands begin to glow red. That is, I believe, Scare Monster. And that was one of the ones I thought. Is it Confused Monster or Scare Monster? Let me check that one out. I think it might be Confused. Glow red, is it? Yes, that's Confused Monster. Okay. So you hit a monster after reading this and you confuse them. All right. Well, you know, it's an identify. We eliminated something from the possibilities. All right. So now I can pick these up. And I'm probably going to buy that gem that was in that same category of 100 base cost. Not gem, scroll. So I can ID that. Look, this gelatinous cube or something is approaching. Is it going to get stuck on Elbereth? Yeah, let's definitely get my armor on then. I have no problem with Elbereth. Because it's not smart, or what's the deal with that? Putting on this cloak. Wielding Magic Bane. I will now put on the speed boots too. Cool. And I think I will force bolt it. Spell hits it. Spell hits it, you kill it. Now, gelatinous cube corpses, they can give you, they have something like 5 different or 4 different abilities you can get from eating them, but each one has like a small percent chance of actually occurring. And it is, yeah, you can get any of, see down here. 10% chance each of fire resistance, cold resistance, shock resistance, sleep resistance. Cool. All right, so it's acidic to eat, so it's going to hurt me a little bit. It's worth the risk. Let's eat that thing. Very bad case of stomach acid. It gave me none of those bonuses. Darn it. That's all right. That's life. Okay. So yeah, do they ignore Elbereth? Did I spell it right? I'm like thinking of everything now. Yeah, that's how you spell it. All right, I guess they're just immune to that. Let's check what's not immune. Could be they have to have, brains or something like that. No monster represented by the @ symbol or A will respect the word. Oh, so even like those guards and stuff would not respect it. Normal minotaurs or virus keystone cops. Huh. Didn't mention gelatinous cubes. Oh, blinded monsters cannot ordinarily see that will not respect Elbereth while it's blind. Oh, here we go. This is distinct from eyeless monsters, such as gelatinous cubes, which do not have sight in the first place and will respect Elbereth. It did not. I just saw it walk right over it. Okay, I'm missing something in the Elbereth logic. Okay, it's funny that it really specifically called out gelatinous cubes, and yet they clearly walked on that. Anyway, I wonder if I have other scrolls that can identify the same way. I mean, I guess I should be checking. Hold on, the thing that was in the shop, was it this one that I already have Juliet at? I gotta check. I don't think I can scroll back that far. I'll just go to the shop again. Got everything equipped, right? That's my biggest concern. Yeah, let's put on the quiver, I guess. What do you got to say, Dan? They should have a required bathroom break in the game, where you have to take all the precautions you took to not be caught with your pants down as you enter the call of nature. That would be pretty funny. All right. Hey, doggy. There's a floating eye. Okay, so this scroll here was, yeah, that's the one I already have, Juliet Yak. So that has the same, it's in that same category, where it could be fire, it could be destroy armor. You know what I forgot to do last time? I forgot to put on a junky piece of armor while I was naked. So I got to find a junky piece of armor. One that I can take off, though, if it's not destroy armor. So not the cursed pair of jungle boots. So let me just find like a random helmet or something. I don't know. There's got to be something around here. If somebody randomly gets killed, like my pet decides to attack, I don't know, a soldier or something, then it should leave some armor around. So far, though, I'm not really seeing it. There's something. Okay, we can just we can just do the hard hat or something. Let's make sure it's not cursed first. Excuse me, excuse me. Oh, there's a gnome who wants to be sacrificed. Yeah, regular, ordinary hard hat. It's uncursed. Where's that gnome? Here he is. Threw a potion of confusion at my head, that jerk. Get back over here. A vampire bat. Gnome King. I did not leave a corpse once again. More daggers. Okay, let's just do the same naked naked test. Out of the way, Watchman. Who watches the Watchman? Well, I don't want to be naked with this guy here, though. Oh, it looks like I either messed up engraving this one or it got damaged somehow. Well, I don't know if I want to do this with the Watchman here, even though he's peaceful. I guess it's fine. I'm just being paranoid. Like, he shouldn't get upset with me or anything. Oh, look, I messed up writing that one. Elberetin, that's why. Guess I could just try again. Right here. There's Elbereth. I guess I'll just... I have to be careful. I don't know. I'll just do it. Wait, what? Let's fix this one. I'll write it here. All right, so I have to make sure I'm sufficiently far from this watchman. Otherwise, it should be fine, though. So we're going to take out of the bag the one scroll that we're trying to identify right now, Juyed Okyak. Drop pretty much everything else. Oh, we're going to put on the hard hat, too. Wear the hard hat. I got to take off this other armor. The good stuff. Take off the speed boots. Please don't mess with me, Watchman. Okay. Oh, here comes... Is a unicorn coming? It's a gray unicorn, so it's not co-aligned. Well, I'm hoping... hoping he can't cross Elbrus. If he can, I can just force bolt him a bunch. For now, I'm sufficiently distant away from the Watchman in case of fire scroll. So, oh, it's a +1 hard hat. That's cool. But unfortunately, that'll interfere with my... does it not interfere with my magic? Huh, this hard hat might be good. It's not made of metal then. Maybe that's it. Oh, it says iron here. I guess it just isn't affecting me enough to make a difference. Oh, the hard hat is an orchid, is a dwarvish iron helm. Okay, that's definitely iron. It's got iron in the name. All right, anyway, long story short, let's read this scroll. Long story even longer. Oh, it's just food detection. Okay. All right, well, now this unicorn is going to bother me. It seems to just not care about... Oh, shit. It's in a faint... It's a faint wave of psychic energy. That's a mind flayer, bro. Why is there a mind flayer here? Yeah, I gotta think about what I'm doing with that. I guess I can just leave the hard hat on for now, though. Look at my AC is -6. Wow. Okay. All right, I gotta worry about the mind flare. I should remind myself how they work. They're nasty. They drain your int, which I need. I need intelligence because I am a wizard. I don't want that to go down. They share a glyph with the Dwarf King just to make you think, oh, the Dwarf King. That's no problem. All right, has a weapon attack and 5 tentacle attacks that cause intelligence drain. They're also capable of emitting mind blasts that can lock onto the hero and or other monsters on the same level as them. If a monster is either close enough to them or else possesses telepathy, which I do, they take D15 damage, which is affected by the half spell damage property. A tame or peaceful master mind flayer will not deal damage to the hero this way unless they're under conflict. A hero that has their brain eaten by a master mind flayer's tentacle attack loses intelligence, has their wisdom abused, and can also be subjected to amnesia. That's the annoying thing. Losing enough intelligence this way causes an insta-death by brainlessness that cannot be averted by life-saving or being polymorphed. Non-mindless monsters that are hit by a brain-sucking tentacle attack take an additional D10. Right. Eating a master mind flayer corpse, blah, blah, blah. Always generated hostile. Notorious for potentially generating with it in the gnomish mind outside of Mind Town and Mind's end level. These are Minds Flayers as a result of the Mind level using MK class that specify a random humanoid monster should be generated at normal level creation. It's almost always a dwarf, hobbit, or bugbear. While it is almost always a dwarf, hobbit, or bugbear, MK class can completely ignore the difficulty of the monster it produces and create a mind flayer or master mind flayer. All right. Okay, so when I see that faint, what does that message mean? You faint something? Didn't say it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, faint waves of psychic energy. That is your cue to far look and check any H you encounter. What do they mean by far look? Semicolon key lets you look at a square other than the one you're standing on. I usually use slash, but I guess that's a similar thing. Semicolon, pick and okay, it's the same thing. I just use a different way to get there. All right, so I can't actually see where they are right now. A somewhat common yet another stupid death is to mistake the mind flare for it's easier to kill Dwarf King. Yeah. If you have telepathy, blinding yourself temporarily, I can do that. I think I have a blind. Can you use to quickly confirm if a mind flare is present on a level? Well, it gave me the psychic energy thing. I guess it'd be good to see approximately where they are. Avoid melee if possible, sure. Wand of Death, I don't have that. Not a secure Elbreth. Preventing intelligence drain. A worn, non-greased helm. I have a helmet now, suddenly, because I just picked up that hard hat. Has a 7/8 chance of preventing each of the Mind Flayer's tentacle attacks. But remember, they have 5 of them, so they get to roll 1/8. They can roll 5 times, and a 1/8 chance would mean they lock on. But I don't have grease on the helm. That would help. All right. Well, is my force bolt actually effective against them? That's what I'm thinking. I think I do want to blindfold myself temporarily just to see where they are, because clearly it's on the level. I don't know if they're like right behind this door or all the way over here or what. Dan says always gets more interesting when you start to sweat nervously. Yeah, really. I mean, it does add excitement to it. I don't have Magic Band equipped. I have to note that. I do have a blindfold, so let's apply it now. Here we go. Where is this thing? I don't see it. Okay, I gotta actually use the bathroom because the mind flares make me have to pee myself. No, I'm gonna use the bathroom quick, so I'll be right back. And I'll resume mind flare goodness. Okay, I am back. Thanks for holding on here. So I'm not sure if I'm just not seeing it with my eyes or what's the deal here. Oh, look at this. The mind flayer turns into a kitten. Okay, so it's either it's either a chameleon which just changes shape randomly or somebody zapping on the polymorph. So I think I'm pretty much good. I don't think there's a serious risk of it transforming into Mind Flare again. That's funny. Okay. Mind. Okay. All right. I just gotta kill the kitten now. That would be funny if it was a Mind Flare that decided to zap itself with a Mondi Polymorph. Like, pretty much anything would be weaker. I mean, there are a few things that wouldn't be, but it would be a bad bet to just zap yourself with Polymorph. I think it's probably a chameleon. All right. I mean, I'm pretty much safe then, for now at least. I guess there's more identifying stuff to do. I gotta deal with this gray unicorn, I suppose, for now. What's happening? Get out of here. Take off the blindfold. All right, so we've got a gray unicorn. Now, can you throw gems to a non-co-aligned unicorn and get any benefit from them? I feel like no, but let's give it a look. Yeah, so gray unicorn means neutral, by the way. I'm looking for a black unicorn to be co-aligned. I am evil. I am chaotic. But the nice thing is I can get a unicorn horn from this thing. Oh man, look at this. Sacrificing cross-aligned unicorns on your god's altar can reap alignment and luck benefits. You should sacrifice on your own altar a unicorn of a different alignment. If the corpse, the altar, and you are 3 different alignments of just a regular sacrifice, sure. The problem is I'm not going to be able to carry it over there. So is there any way I can lure it over to the altar? See how far we are from the altar? The altar's over here. Throwing any gem to any hostile unicorn will make it peaceful. A tamed unicorn will catch and immediately drop gems thrown at it without any effect on luck. If it's a valuable gem, a co-aligned unicorn gratefully accepts the gem and improves your luck. Yeah, so co-aligned will not help. Sounds like a non-co-aligned, a cross-aligned. A cross-aligned unicorn will hesitatingly accept a valuable gem, and your luck may increase or decrease by 1 point if the gem is not formally identified. Yeah, screw that then. And by up to 3 points if it is. Oh. Not generally a good idea to throw gems at cross-aligned unicorn unless you're pretty sure they're glass. All right, so I'm not gonna do that. All right, yeah. So if there's any way I can get it over to the altar, that'd be great. I feel like my dog's gonna try to kill it right now. That makes it harder to lure it. I don't have a wand of teleport to make him go elsewhere. All that I know of. One of these wands might be teleport. Is he hostile, by the way? Yeah, it doesn't say peaceful, so it's hostile by default. I could try zapping these random wands at it. Hope one of them is teleport. Don't really like that. Well, let me put on Magic Bane for starters. It'd be good to be wielding a weapon. And I'm gonna see if I can lure it over. Maybe I can. I think sometimes they teleport too. Or are they gonna be blocked by Elbereth though? It might be. Yeah, get out of my way, people. Oh, this one's fading though. It looks, yeah, even when you're engraved, they fade. I think if you step on it, some of the letters get mangled. All right, so Elbereth is already mangled up there. Where's I think the unicorn actually teleported away already. Let's put on my blindfold to see where he's at. Okay. Is that it? It looks white almost. No, that's it. It's the gray one. I thought it was another one that's actually white instead of gray. That's it. I'm gonna leave my blindfold on for now. Yeah. Oh, he's coming up here. Don't come up here. Oh, he teleported away again. These unicorns are nuts. I guess if you just wait long enough, it'll teleport where you want him to be. Nobody else kills it, right? I think. Ah, the gecko turns into a new. Yeah, this is the chameleon. That must have been what the mind flare was. Ooh, that was a scary moment. Chameleon corpse. Let's sack it. Take off my blindfold so I can see what actually happens. 4-leaf clover. Okay, unicorn. He's nearby. He's just not in this temple though. He's all over the place. That's what these unicorns do. They just bop around super fast. They teleport around. They do it so often. I feel like eventually he's gonna be in here, and then I can kill him. Come here. Come here. You're almost here. No, what are you doing up there? Hear a wolf howling at the moon. Does that mean a werewolf? Might be. That D might be a werewolf. Yep, there he is. Werewolf. Come on, fight me, unicorn. I picked up a food ration. It became encumbered. Becoming encumbered is the name of the game here. Okay, where's the unicorn now? Oh, he's back where I was doing my naked tricks in the northwest corner. Maybe I should close the door even. So if he does teleport here, he can't get out. I think this werewolf is coming over. He's just bopping around too. Well, I really should wrap this up tonight for the night, but I want to I don't know what I want to accomplish. I have to set myself some boundary here, or I'll just keep going. I guess I want to try to kill this unicorn and sacrifice it. That's what I want to do. Now I'm getting hungry. This is the problem of waiting around this long. I do have, I think, a whole bunch of food rations in the bag, though. I should verify how many I have. I got 4 in the bag and 4 on my person. That's fine. 8 is good. 8 is enough. No pun intended with saying 8 is enough. No joke intended. All right, I think the werewolf is headed my way, though. Bring it on, werewolf. You open the door? What are you doing? No, I turned into a wolf and wandered over here. You feel agile. You must have been working on your reflex. Cool. Why don't you just fight, werewolf? You are hit. Oh, I should probably take off my blindfold. I'll throw daggers at him. First hits the werewolf, second hits the werewolf. Okay, the werewolf throws a dagger. You don't want to play throwy dagger with me. He killed it. No corpse. And here's a floating eye. Okay. Okay, did not kill the floating eye. Now I did. And there's no floating eye corpse. Where's this darn unicorn? Where is he now? Oh, there he is. There's got to be a better way to do this. He's coming over, I think. Come on, unicorn. Oh, don't go in there. Maybe if I close the right doors. Yeah, if I close the doors to some of these shops, he won't bother wandering into them randomly. Got another floating eye right next to me. Close that one. Let's throw some daggers to my left. Floating eye. Gotta be careful I don't accidentally hit that person, the watchman or whatever it is. Although I can murder with impunity. Being chaotic. Hold on, do I get bonuses for sacking humans too, or is that something else? It might be beneficial for me to just go on a killing spree, but I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I think it was in chaotic, the alignment page about chaotic advantages. There's no luck or telepathy penalty for murdering peaceful humans. You still lose alignment record. However, that sounds bad still. Yeah. I can sacrifice my own race, which is elf at altar. All right. Yeah, I need to do some elf sacrifice. I want to get rid of some demons. That sounds pretty cool. Get rid of some demon lords. Dan Demand says, Ninja Wizard with throwing daggers. Yeah, I'm really good at that. Anyway, I do want to kill this floating eye, but I want to have no chance of hitting the watchman. I just don't want to start that fight right now. Okay, so now I'm good. Cool. There's an iguana behind, though. 4 daggers here. Oh, here comes a unicorn. Kill the iguana. And the unicorn's there. Can I get there in time before he leaves it? Oh no, he's leaving it. Get back in there. Well, maybe there's not too far to drag the corpse if it's right here. We're fighting now. Let's do it. Take that unicorn. Gotta watch my health though. They're a little bit nasty. Killed it. Cool. All right, let's see if I can drag it. It might be too heavy, but gonna try it. Extreme difficulty. All right. Let's put it in the bag of holding right away. I can't do that while carrying so much stuff. All right. Let's see if this works. It might be. I might have taken so many turns just now that it's already too late. Well, we're trying it now. Yay! So I'm blind, so I didn't see the whole message, but it said, like the blindfold, you feel you are thoroughly on the right path. Your sacrifice is consumed in a burst of flame. Do you think something brushed your foot? I think that's the 4-leaf clover. Your movements are now unencumbered. Take off the blindfold. Right, so I can always look at that message. You feel you are thoroughly on the right path. That sounds good. Oh, that gives me you feel appropriately alignment. You feel you are thoroughly on the right. Sacrifice the cross-line unicorn on the colon altar, gaining 5 alignment record. Oh, what about luck though? Second message indicates you were already at maximum alignment record. Okay, so that's what I was already at max. But the brush, something brush your foot is a clover, right? Yeah, okay. If your luck is increased and you're blind. All right. I still don't know what my luck is, but my luck did increase. Now, luck is complicated because you can't see what it is. It expires over time. So part of me is tempted to just try writing random scrolls now. Well, I know I have a decent luck. I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks like that thing was more about the thing I just did was more about getting alignment than luck. So it did give me some luck. Just checking this luck entry again. The unicorns. All right, it's after 12:30. I gotta wrap this. So I did get to do my goal of killing and sacrificing the unicorn. Yeah, I think what I have to do is hold off for throwing valuable gems at a co-aligned unicorn. Then I know my luck will be quite good. Um, timeout. Oh, timeout is a little bit fast though. Look at that. It's done at a rate of 1 point every 600 turns. Yeah, you go through 600 turns fast. I might think my luck is actually only like 2 or something then. Given that. Need to get a luck stone. Yeah, all right. So I'm not sure what I have. I think I want to hold off on writing unknown scrolls until I can, like, just after throwing maybe 2 valuable gems at a co-aligned unicorn. That's probably what I want to wait for. All right, we're not doing that now. Anything else I want to do before I wrap it up here? I can drop some more unknown curse status things for the heck of it. Is there any more? I don't want. I gotta go. I kind of want to try. I kind of want to try more scroll identifies. I still have Garvin Day. Garvin Day. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do that one last thing because it's the last scroll. Then I'm gonna close it out. Let's go here and see how much for Garvin Day first of all. Take out Garvin Day. Feed Leoncito before you leave, says Arturo. No, you can eat. You can eat him. He's been eating a lot of corpses. I think he's okay. Okay. So I'm being offered 30 for Garvin Day. Now, what is the logic here again? It's half price, and then because this shopkeeper is a jerk, it's an extra minus 1/4. Was that it? I think that's it. So we go back to the scroll page. Where the heck was the price? Oh, I'm on the scroll of fire. See, I'm getting tired. I'm just not making sense right now. Here we go. Right. So if it was halved and then subtracted by 1/4, that would mean it's one of these 80s. So it's either remove curse or enchant armor. Enchant armor would be fantastic to have. I mean, they're pretty common, but you know, it's always great to get a bunch of those. Remove curse is good too when something is cursed. So maybe I'll just name it enchant armor or remove curse. Then what I can do is when I need to remove curse, get ready with the armor I want to enchant and see what it does. That's one way to play it. Or I could just use it. Neither of those is particularly rare, although I do highly value enchant armor. I'm just not sure if I just want to try it. All right, I'm just gonna name it enchant armor or remove curse. Save it for a rainy day. All right. there anything else I want to do? I have 2 magic markers now, which is great. Honestly, I'm tempted to write identifies because once you have everything identified, it just opens up so much. Like you just know what things are. You're not gonna blow something up in your face. You can actually use the good stuff because you know what they are. It's very awesome to have identified. And I do have the wand of polymorph and a couple of glass orbs that I could possibly make into more magic markers. All right, but no more fooling around. I gotta go to bed. It's 12:41 a.m. So let us say goodbye. And hit the save command. Ta-da! All right. Remove armor. Why do you say remove armor, Arturo? Anyway, I'm going to bed. So removing armor or not, I'm going to bed. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We had today in the chat Andy and Benonymous and Arturo, Eric, and Dan. So I'll see you all next time. And yeah, I'm definitely continuing this run of NetHack. I'm not sure what I'm doing this Saturday, though. We'll see. All right. Good night, everyone. See you next time. Take care.